And we are live, ladies and gentle spoons.
Hello, and welcome to Dumb Shit Happening to Dumber People.
Yep, this is unfortunate. Welcome to some called hell.
Only for you.
It's great.
Anyway, last time we left off, we had just slaughtered a big fucker.
Yeah,
Smothered to blood.
Got-
Everyone nearly died.
In blood.
Yeah, everyone was nearly dead.
I'm still nearly dead. I am on 1 HP, so please
Sucks
don't...
to be you. I would like a dragon tooth.
Strength check.
It's not dragon.
Just wind
Sorry,
right.
I would like a not dragon tooth. My fucking apologies, mother.
Yeah, Sean, if the stat block is a dragon, it's a dragon tooth.
We discussed this.
Fine.
DM did not agree to this, but it was discussed.
I didn't get a fucking choice.
I mean, if she wants to nature while
14.
I'll allow it.
Woo!
I was going to say, does she get a small cut on her hand?
But if she wants to roll me a nature, I will give some more details on the creature.
Alright, hold up. I'm proficient. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Can I persuade
12.
the dead dragon to tell me about itself?
Do you speak
Wait,
with
don't I
undead?
have turn undead?
I think I have
Don't raise
animate
the
dead.
undead.
He has animate dead, I have turn undead, it'll be fine.
So basically, I animate the thing, and then you steal the control of it from me.
Anyway, right, what did we get?
14.
Uh,
12.
12.
of the nature.
But I'm proficient, so...
I'm just going to take that picture to show you what the face of this fucker looked like.
Nick, by the way,
Ugly,
I
that's what...
I have potions I'm gonna use to heal myself, just so you're aware.
Okay.
While we're
Environmental
naturing.
thought.
We're in that same field where we just nearly all got wiped out by the mud dragon.
Yeah. If you look in the notice board here. No, that is not what I copied, is it?
That's the dice. No.
Sean's rolling some dice about potions.
Yeah. He got a 6.
I am now on 7 HP.
Oh, wow.
I have 24.
Good
So I'm cool.
I mean, you
have
could've-
no idea what I'm on.
I have 44 still.
The thing nearly killed me.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
think I nearly died too. I think I was making saving throws
You actually... What did you do saving throws?
Aw,
with the wind
I'm
raid.
sorry we had to kill it. I want it.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it instantly, we all
is
tried to death, I would have tried to, intimidate it into just being like a puppy or something. Be
You
great.
do realise I would rather have a baby wyvern. Just permanent baby wyvern.
I don't think you can have a permanent baby anything.
I know, but it's...
Unfortunately, the
So
past
what-
is in fact the thing.
What Sean wants is a teacup wyvern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the
So
fancy
basically a
equivalent
lizard.
of a handbag dog?
Yep.
Yeah, but like a
Pretty
wyvern.
Right.
This is unfortunate.
Okay, stop spamming
I'll
it.
say it enough times until I get a laugh.
You're
You
not
will
getting...
never-
It
you
won't-
got a laugh the first time. You're not allowed
It
another
gets
laugh.
worse as you go on. You need to learn this.
Yeah.
Part of learning the ways of the soundboard is you need to, it gets worse as it goes
Connor.
on.
Anyway.
Trying to find more sound.
Anyway, so we're in the middle of this field.
Yeah, field. Probably dark.
However, yes,
No.
it is nighttime.
Yeah.
However, looking around your group, you notice Orly is looking a bit rigid.
Great.
Is she frozen in?
Space garage, space garage, space garage, space garage. Sorry, wait, let me do that in character. Space garage, space garage, space garage, space garage.
I'm gonna in character just. Okay. I'm
Woo!
gonna just open the door.
And I'm
Just
gonna push
wave
her
of
in.
my hand.
This is
I
unfortunate.
didn't even mean to play it.
Connor!
I didn't even mean to. I was scrolling.
Connor, stop.
Yeah, you gotta be careful
Be
with it. It's very
gone!
finicky.
I was scrolling.
Does a cosmic hand snap Delta?
Fuck off.
No, only you get the cosmic slaps.
Yeah.
I've yet to
Yeah.
receive one yet.
It's been a while since.
Get a regular slap.
Can mage hand slap you?
But yeah, so we're
Good.
gonna put Richard's gonna
No,
put orally in
go,
there with
just-
the
So-
flick of his
yeah.
wrist.
Orally gets absorbed
Gently
into
placed.
space.
Space garage.
Absorbed into the space garage.
I watch and feel sorry for her. Remember what happened to me when I had the fucking leave the
Now
bloody
you,
thing.
because you're too heavy, everyone had to like push you in. So you
Yeah,
can't-
we literally had to push you in. It was a lot harder.
like, she's sort of small enough that we can just put her in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it is in fact nighttime. So you
Let's take a long ass rest, boys, because
Yes.
we're gonna fucking need it.
so you set up
Guess what?
you set up
Your
camp.
potions were now pointless.
Yeah. I just realised this. I just
Should
don't.
read the D&D notes before you start nicking potions, genius. Just
So
saying.
everybody take
I
along.
really wanna, this is unfortunate, but I know it's not gonna work.
No.
Connor, don't.
It's too soon, man. Too soon.
So you take a long rest. Wake up.
Although it's appropriate.
Wake up. With,
Everyone take a long rest.
you and you wake up with a bit of backache because you slept on hard floor.
Hey, I
And
have a
probably
hammer,
soaked
I
in
don't care.
blood.
We also
Actually,
have
no.
The fucking rock!
Yeah, we were also soaked in blood because the thing died right above us.
Okay, so sorry. You wake
I
up.
slept on half. I'm harder than the floor.
Sorry.
Everyone wakes up covered in blood.
Context.
Just-
Sorry. No. Sorry. I'll make this better then. Okay. You Hell wakes up with a bit of a bad back from sleeping on a hard floor.
Yeah.
And the rest of you and including Hell, the rest of you all wake up encrusted in blood.
With a wave of my hand and prestidigitation, I'm instantly cleaning my clothes.
Just your clothes?
And my hair and skin.
and you.
So you're just cleaning yourself up with prestidigitation.
Basically taking a magical shower.
I'm cleaning myself.
Can I go take a regular shower in a river if y'all don't mind?
We could.
Pretty sure you
I'll
can.
ask in the DM because I have to ask you in character.
Do I have to give a shit?
You can do if you wish to.
I'm doing
That
myself
makes me very
first. I'm
sad.
gonna offer just to try and clean up their clothes afterwards.
Your closest one would be heading back towards the village. No, it wouldn't. Pretty much any direction.
Looking at it, literally, there's like 3 directions we can go in for rivers.
Yeah.
As we probably want to, get. Wait, we need to do a
Find the
thing before we do
reward.
anything.
We need to take
We
the
need to
head
go.
of
We need
the-
to take off this thing's head
Yes, proof of death.
and take it to the dude with the farm. Like, hey, we killed this thing.
I've not taken a shower yet, so I can do that.
Everyone's still covered in blood here, other than Sean. So
Yeah,
just-
I don't
just
give a
l-
fuck.
just
I mean,
dump
he's
a
the
lot of
most
fucking head.
selfish of sorcerers right
And
now.
Did you not hear what I said though?
How's
I
breast?
offer to clean other people's clothes. Did you not hear me say this?
Only they're close.
I don't care
I
because
don't
I
have
can do the
clothes.
same magic, and he's blood on him. He doesn't wear clothes,
Yeah.
and
I am buck
fucking
naked.
Rila
right
wants to
now.
go take a fucking river bath.
Sure. But I offered all the same, so you can't call me selfish.
Yes, we can.
I didn't hear the offer, so I do apologize.
Well, then there's one thing that needs to be done. Delta, would you mind taking this thing's head with us? You're the one with the
Gladly.
sword, after all.
We really need to get
Magical strength check.
If it fails, I wonder if we could melt it through its neck or something.
Why not?
No, don't.
Stop!
I
Do
know it wouldn't
not-
work.
Oh, it failed.
Dude.
I know it wouldn't work because it's an acid.
Okay.
Do I just kind of miss? Or...
No. So he takes a nice hefty swing, and the what were we using here?
The Exorcist.
Yeah, probably
No,
the
the
exorcist.
Exorcist, a hand axe.
A hand
Big
axe.
Hand axe would
Axe
have.
is more of a cutting thing.
Probably
Hand
the biggest
axe.
sword.
Yeah,
Oh.
and the exorcist kind of gets stuck on the spine of the Wind Rider.
Can I jump up and down on the sword?
Don't do that.
That would be a bad idea. You'll cut your shoes.
Acrobatics roll.
I am known for bad ideas, but I even wouldn't do this.
I didn't realize it was a double-edged sword. I thought I had one edge.
It's a
If
great
No.
sword.
you had
Great sword.
Okay, hold on. I revised my decision. I did not have all the relevant information before I made the dumb decision. My character was not nearly as dumb as I am. My apologies.
I
What
mean,
did you think it was?
I
A
could
great
I could do something
no,
really
I thought it was.
dumb.
You know, like the fucking. You know, the Buster Sword. And it's like
Yeah.
one-sided.
Oh, you thought like there was one big cutting side and one flat side.
It's like, yeah, thank you, Richard, for knowing what the fuck I'm on about.
I've
I
just.
mean, I could do something really dumb, but I'm not gonna, because it'd terrify everyone. I could animate the dragon and just, have it walk there.
Oh!
Can we?
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
No, can we?
I
I mean,
wanna
we could,
pay-
but I don't wanna. because
Why
I feel like everyone would be
not?
terrified.
How about we leave it there and then
I don't-
decapitate it
I
in
don't
front
want
of
people
them?
thinking I am more Satan than I am currently. I
Oh,
already
but
look
come
enough like the literal devil.
on.
I mean, it's a way to put them in their place.
I mean, I could.
We can make it
That
look
would
like
be
I'm doing
interesting.
it.
I'm not against it.
I'm going to. I have a dumb idea that's probably going to break.
What
some
is your dumb
Come
idea?
on, dumb
Say it,
idea.
Like,
Use
you know,
Ray
say
of
what
Frost
you wanna
on the
do.
neck. Make it cold. See if
No.
it can be shattered.
No.
Nah,
Let's not do that.
that's
That's
not gonna
called-
work.
Sean, I believe that is called taking the fun out of it.
Would you rather me go acid splash on this?
Sean,
No, I'd rather animate the dead dragon and walk it to town. Did you not fucking hear me?
which Sean you could have you could help with because prestidigitation.
How's that work?
Make orally look spoopy. Make Reela look spoopy.
True, actually.
Make the
No,
elf.
just don't take the river bath yet.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
a tiny elf
Well, I
covered in
mean,
blood leading a fucking
If
dragon
we
that's
animate
meant to be
this
dead.
dragon, then we can just ride it back.
Yes, let's
Do
do,
you know,
it. please.
Richard? Do you know all the things
Yeah,
about this
let's
spell?
go.
He wrote this spell.
Yes.
No,
he knows
animate dead isn't a spell I wrote.
Oh, is it
What
not?
level is this?
It's a third level spell. I can animate the dead.
I don't trust the spell. I want to read this.
Don't worry.
I
it
want
it only,
this
it's
spell to
like-
happen
do
right
it.
now.
It takes
We
a
can
minute to
decapitate
cast,
it at the gate.
and basically I have a zombie under my control or a zombie or a skeleton, but I don't think the skeleton would be very useful for.
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
Can I not?
No.
Medium or small humanoid.
Yes. Damn. Can't animate the dragon.
Yeah, I think you'll.
Aw.
I think
I
you're
will
talking
intimidate the dead dragon.
What? 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One time offer. Arcana check.
So basically, if I do this,
You basically
Dragon.
need to roll on that 20 though, I feel like.
Wait, can I assist?
No.
Can't assist.
Wait. No. 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 You can assist with disadvantage because you're a cleric.
Oh yeah, boy.
so
Okay.
there's something I need to
Let
do.
me roll my
In
assist
case
first.
Richard cocks up.
Oh god.
Okay.
You need to get a higher than a 21.
Yes.
I want this. Actually!
So basically, she got a 21 on the assist. So 1 second, I need to do a thing.
I was not prepared.
But if we add in the 21, it works.
It's a first.
I have never in my life
Then we have the corpse
wanted
dragon walk
anything
itself
from
over.
RN Jesus
Right.
so badly.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, they
Can I put some dramatic flair in this?
what? No, 1 second. No, you get absolutely no dramatic flair to this. I'm afraid.
Oh god. This
Aw.
is so funny.
Here I was gonna announce my spell.
So, you take the flesh and a bit of the blood off your clothing to cast the spell. Reela walks over and just because she wants to. Well, there's not many dwarves in the town you're heading to, but just because she wants to.
want to scare them.
But just because she wants to scare them, she offers to help.
Through sheer force of
No, 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 no.
Trickster god. God damn it.
No, wait. And, by some unknown miracle, well, miracle, curse, whatever you want to label this,
praise the cleric gods.
Curse.
because yes, Avril starts casting the spell, but all of a sudden, it's not coming from him.
So he's casting a
You
spell. but the magic's
commandeered
being
my
channeled.
necromancy.
I commented your necromancy.
Uh,
I believe you shit in his order here.
Reela's hands flare up with divine energy, somehow bringing back the Wind Rider from dead.
Hold on. Nick, I'm
He's
sorry.
dying here.
There is
So
now
dying.
this animated corpse of a Wind Rider just sat there waiting for her command.
Go for it.
Everyone hop on the back of the Wind Rider real quick.
Let's do it.
Hope Nick enjoys what I put in his fucking chat.
I will chain seatbelt so we don't fall off.
Oh damn!
Roll with
It's a shame you're not
disadvantage.
level
You
10
gotta be
cleric.
21. Roll the
you know-
23. Oh fuck!
But
I have never in my life, Sean. I wanted an owlbear, but I did not want it this badly. This is something that in my very being, my very core soul values, I have wanted to do since the day we walked onto this godforsaken planet.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah. Yes, but here's the thing. If you were a level 10 cleric, you could have used divine intervention.
You could have
Level
literally
10 suck a
reanimated the thing.
dick.
And
We're
once you
getting on the
have...
dragon, the not dragon.
Can we just go terrify the town?
Get on,
And we're
let's
riding
go.
towards the town. Onwards, trusty steed.
right, question: how are we riding? Thud thud walk or woof into the air?
Are we flying or are we walking?
I say fly.
I say Sean's an idiot, and we're definitely gonna fly.
I said fly though, not walk.
I don't
I thought
care.
you're still an idiot.
It's gonna have the same effect either way.
Oh, you want to fly and land just outside of the town, like a badass.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've got a thing. Got a question though. What happens after 24 hours?
It's dead again.
It
Flop.
dies.
Like it's still.
But if you
I mean,
Wait,
aren't we
wait.
decapitating it outside of the place anyway?
Your
Like, if-
sword's still stuck in it, Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
Probably pull that
Are
out.
you saying I have
How about we just
24
leave it in there
hours
and we
with
take
a
it
zombie
out?
dragon at my disposal?
Technically,
Yes.
Oh,
after 24
hell
hours,
yeah!
unless Nick wants to do something
Anyway.
different.
I mean, if
My
she just
God.
hijacked animate dead, then in 24 hours this thing just conks over. But for that time, she got the zombie dragon.
Question. Oh, creation. Okay.
I do not like this laugh.
She's been driven mad by power.
I'm calling him Bert.
Anyway, so everybody roll me a dex. Dex save, please.
Oh,
Dex?
Yes.
Dex, Dex, Dex,
Beatles
Dex,
the only one
Dex,
staying
Dex,
on
Dex,
this
Dex,
thing,
Dex, Dex,
Can I
Dex.
just use my seatbelt? Can I just change the seatbelt just to hold
Still,
myself on?
still taking a dex.
Rude.
10. I may not even fucking stay on this thing, Sean. You're definitely not.
See ya.
Connor, a dex save, please.
I don't know what that is.
Connor,
Just roll a
yours
dexterity,
is
probably
+1.
+1.
It's just regular dexterity.
Carl.
no one's on
I'm
this dragon. It just flies off without us.
No. Connor, Delta kind of tumbles backwards and has to grab the tail at the last minute. But other than that, the rest of you kind of just flop to one side as it takes off.
So,
Because it's big enough that you get caught on its wings and you don't fall completely off. But it takes off with a and you soar towards the town.
This thing is massive as fuck.
Now, whereas it would have took you about 10, maybe 15 minutes to walk to the town, you were there within the space of about 3.
Hey.
I just remembered, it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. We took a long rest.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we did.
yeah, yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, long rest was taken. However,
Day. They see this godforsaken creature. of
However,
death coming
the-
towards
I mean,
them.
technically, it's the opposite of godforsaken.
I am the godforsaken creature of death. Which is
Anyway.
dragons with there for fun.
anyway, as you're taking as you get to the town, this is when, what was his name again?
don't know.
His name was Boromir. You called him
Boromir the
Boromir.
farmer man.
Okay, this is where Boromir finally sees what was taking his livestock.
Can I yell down? Hey, we found it!
Wait, you tamed it?
No, we killed it, and then reanimated it.
As you say the word kill, he notices one thing. He notices the greatsword stuck in its neck.
Oh yeah, we forgot to take that out.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't take that out. And the one that owns it is kind of hanging from the tail.
That's fine.
So
Get in a minute.
you land with a thump, and let's see, what would this be?
I'm just gonna raise both of my hands in victory.
Victory!
Renee, roll me a strength for the integrity of the Windrider.
Why? It's not rotting.
It's got a sword stuck in its neck.
Kill it.
Fine, if its
Its
whole
head
head. Oh god, its whole head falls off. No, I have a headless dead dragon!
Is it still animated when
I
it
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
You now have a
God.
the
Oh
wind.
god, no, I've just won the internet, lads. This is gonna be terrifying.
Right,
As a headless dragon, and the dragon's head
no,
animated.
let me finish, guys. Let me finish. So you hit the Windrider hits the floor with a resounding thud. As it does, the great sword seems to finish seems to get momentum from the thud, pulling its way down, decapitating the Windrider as you land.
Well, it does do radiant damage.
However, you did cast Animate Dead, so you now have a giant headless chicken scenario. The head is on the floor, kind of gargling, and its neck is actually flailing around as you dismount.
Bright side, guys, it's already bled out. It's not bleeding.
Yeah.
At least we don't have to clean up too much after the head falling onto them.
Can I just?
I mean,
Can we all hop
everyone
off the
but
dragon,
Sean is still
the
covered in blood, though.
Windrider, and just wave? And I want to smile with the biggest, happiest smile. Just wave.
As you wave and smile, Boromir kind of his face has gone from that of confusion of you taming it to
Probably abject terror.
yeah.
She is covered in blood still. She is still covered in blood.
Like everyone other than Sean is still covered in blood.
He's now looking at you all, going, "So you killed it?" And he turns around and goes, "So you killed it and brought it back to life?"
Because we
You
couldn't
wanted
chop its
proof
head off.
that it was dead, and we couldn't really get the greatsword through its neck, so we just thought we'd bring you the whole thing.
We also didn't want to have to walk back.
Yeah, it was also a long walk. We couldn't be bothered.
Long fight, kind of tiring, so I feel like that.
Almost
You know
died.
something?
Like,
Yeah,
We are a terrifying group of individuals. I love it.
yeah.
Cheesiest grins all around.
yeah, but you're clean,
Even
Sean.
my
You're less
cheesy grin
scary.
is still terrifying.
I know.
Sean looks
Sean-
completely normal.
Sean,
We're-
I'm not sure if Sean can smile. Yeah, it doesn't
I don't
look
think
like
I
wolf
can,
woods
I don't
have
know.
lips, so he can't really
They don't
smile.
have mouths that actually work properly like
Bender
human
lines.
mouths.
Fine.
Wait, can I real quick draw a smile on Connor's face in the blood, like scrape it off a little bit into a smiley face?
Just draw from the blood on your hand.
Yeah. No, because Connor's still covered in dried blood. Like, just scratch off the layer of dried blood in the shape of a smiley face.
So like
Sure,
invert
I'll do that. I'll do that.
invert color by scraping
Yeah.
off the blood.
Big brain, elf mane.
Okay then.
Okay.
I
All
bet
the
you
time
weren't
Nick has just
expecting
learnt
this.
to let
Nick.
us do whatever the fuck was going on.
No, this entire time I've been doing something.
Oh,
Have you
no.
not been?
What
have
the
you-
fuck is
I
everyone
bet
doing?
you weren't expecting a reanimated dragon when you first started this session.
To be fair, I wasn't even expecting a reanimated dragon, and I have the reanimation stuff.
Yeah, nobody was really expecting this. It was just kind of something that happened, went
Like,
crazily
didn't
awry.
fail.
To be completely honest with you, I was looking through to see if there was any spells I had that would cut through its head, and then I was like, animate dead. Oh yeah.
And then Nick gave us a Hail Mary, so not even mad here.
Anyway.
Gonna kill us all.
So now you have a headless Windrider and a very
You might want to pick up your sword.
horrified and there is that feel of content now that it's dead, but he's not quite sure
What's worse?
what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. You don't want to know what's going on here.
I mean, you've got the fucking the incarnation of Satan, the 4-year-old child elf that is in currently in control of a dragon.
I'm 11, so how about you shut the fuck up?
The robot that is covered in blood and now has a smile scratched out of the blood on its face. And then there's you, which is the only normal-looking person. Like, you look like you could have just walked in, no problem.
So
Thumbs up. Just 2 thumbs up.
Boromir looks at the head and goes, "Well, you solved my problem."
I think we did.
No problem.
It does seem pretty solved.
I'll be right back. And he heads back into his farmhouse.
Can I ask a question? Does he
think
run
that went
or
well.
walk? Like,
I feel like, you know that awkward
Like
walk where you're
power
kind of
walk.
half... Yeah, like power walking.
Yeah,
but, like, awkward power walking.
He's not running, but he's almost at a run because now he's to the point scared that if
We're gonna do the same to him.
you do
If he
anything,
doesn't pay us, we might kill him.
You
uh,
know
Get the
the...
dragon to do it.
You know when you walk and you pass somebody on the pavement and you're walking a little bit faster than your regular pace, so it's kind of like uncomfortably fast, but not quite walking,
Yes.
not quite running.
All the time.
But they still kind of stay close behind you, so you have to keep up that pace. It's that.
yeah.
are we following him now then?
No, you're stood outside with the Wind Rider because where that
He'll be
thing
right
goes,
back.
Reela will go.
Oh yeah.
That thing will go wherever Reela goes because
Unless she tells it to stay there.
It obeys
Wait, guys, can we
commands.
fly back to the dwarven town and have it slap the storehouse man with his flying neck?
okay, that
I
is
could-
adjusting.
We could.
I won't
have-
do that,
maybe
but I
not.
should.
We could just have him go in, bring him outside, and just say, "Our friendly elf has something to show you."
No,
Then just it slaps him back and forth with its big stump neck.
no,
Gonna have to put a pass on that, Sean.
Damn
Gonna have
it.
a slap down with a piece of salami. That's about as effective as it's gonna be.
It's not meant to. I wasn't
Just a
thinking of
blunt
sugar.
end, like you've chopped it in half.
Just a long sausage, like an uncooked sausage.
Well, it's cut in half.
Don't.
You need to have a sheer edge.
I did not expect.
The
Connor to
bard's
do
not
that
even here, and
intro.
we can derail the campaign.
no, it's I was trying to make sure something was working. But anyway, so he runs off inside and comes back out. He's got a bag of
Money.
coinage in his hand, and he's like, just take it, and also asks that you clear up the head.
Yeah, sure.
I think Renee should carry it and use it as like a throwing weapon for the next day.
Wait,
This is
I'm
plus
gonna
0
get
to
flail.
strength.
does anyone have some glue?
No.
I don't.
I'm sure if you
Wait,
tell it to try and
Hey,
reattach its head.
I got a
Yeah,
question. I got a
Yeah.
question.
Not a rope.
Would it count with mending?
Ooh.
Could Sean mend it?
No, it's a living being.
Yeah, it's a.
Technically not living.
It's not living anymore.
It's actually
It's a very, very dead
inorganic
being.
matter that I can repair, as well as leather. Apparently.
Arcana check.
What if we
Can
can?
Can you
Sean?
magically reattach its head?
Sean,
Do it.
look. We're all relying on you here.
Can I have a drum roll, please?
Wait.
I don't. I only have
Richard, I'll
knobs.
do it in a
Richard,
second.
it's on you.
Hey!
Okay, so with a little assistance from Delta holding the head in place, and Reela mysteriously
just slide down.
mysteriously guiding its neck into place
Left a bit, right a bit.
with an
Left a bit, right a bit. No, up, down. Oh no.
with an
Fucking reverse.
with a flash of arcane energy from Hell's hands. The head is
It's a touch spell, actually. I have to just rest my
Okay.
hands on it.
Yeah,
Well-
your hands light up with arcane energy.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a flash of arcane energy from your hand, shoots up the neck, and magically sews the head back on. If somewhat a little skewed.
Oh wait, can it be at like a 45-degree angle so it's over, so it's like off?
No,
I
it's
think it just had a lazy eye, but that was
Like it's got that adorable like puppy head tilt, man.
Yes.
It just has a permanent.
please!
No. It just has a permanent shaft tilt. You know what that is?
Oh, that.
Permanent head, like 45 degrees to the right and like partially backwards. Right. Anywho. A bit of a tangent.
Attached
again.
its head. Perfect.
Tangent to the tangent of the tangent. Right.
On
So-
a tangent of the tangent of the tangent.
Yeah.
okay. That is pissing me off. We'll sort that after the session. Anyway, so you've now got a Wind Rider.
Reassembled.
Well, a reassembled Wind Rider for the next 24 hours. I'm pretty sure
Getting
you.
around for nerds that don't have wings so much easier.
I'm pretty sure you have everything you needed for that turn-in.
How much money did he give us, though?
Wasn't that the thing? There was no. It was only him. Yeah, it was only him. Never mind.
Do we
I
want?
thought like what is that thing that we needed to do? But now he's the only dude.
No,
Yeah,
we have to go hand stuff back at the.
Yeah, I know we
Yeah.
gotta go back to
Oh,
like the
consider-
regular
Yeah,
Dwarf
Nick,
Town. This is the other
How
thing
much
we
money
do.
did he give us in the end? Is it you didn't? I don't remember what you said he was going to pay us originally.
didn't.
I can't see it.
He gives us a bag
Didn't.
of money.
Hell, if you're really interested, roll the investigation.
Okay.
Roll the maths check, bitch.
I don't have any investigation, so it's on
Just an
somebody who's
intelligence
actually
check. Can you
intelligent.
Oh, it's Sean who has to roll it.
Okay.
17.
You notice in the bag that there seems to be roughly 250 silver in this bag.
Silver.
Not everyone pays us in gold, Connor.
Yeah.
No, it's still. What I was saying is I was translating it, and that's shit.
It's like 20 gold and not bad.
You have
For how many people for killing? What was that?
A Wind Rider.
You
And it's
didn't know
50
what it
go-
was,
It's
to be
50
fair.
silver each,
Yeah.
by the way.
Like other than the fact that it's called a Wind Rider because Baromir said it one time, we don't know what it is.
It was a big wyvern. That's what he said. Oh, it's a big flying fuck. It was-
It's
But
like
anyway.
it's a big what's the word?
to go on to justify Connor's problems here. One, he's had all his livestock stolen, so he's probably just handed you over every ounce that he has.
Fucking life savings.
Should have given us fucking livestock too. Fucking hell.
What would you be doing with livestock?
Sold
So-
it for more. Ruin the man.
I can imagine Delta just saying this right next to Boromir, just like, he should have
Hey,
given
if
us
I
his
still have the
livestock.
dragon next to me, what's he gonna say back?
No.
I'll have you know that I'm the one that looks scary here. Y'all can get fucked.
I'm
Yeah,
still
she-
covered
she's
in
the one
blood.
Connor, you now have a smiley face drawn on
Yeah.
you.
That's more
Sean
In
terrifying.
clean.
blood. In
Yeah,
blood.
Sean's completely clean. You've got like a smiley face, like
Yeah.
a cartoon smiley
Sean
face.
looks like that one friend that's never down for murder.
Yeah.
Like...
Renee's covered in
Might as well
blood
be,
and
yeah.
commanding a goddamn dragon, and I'm just the incarnation.
Well,
of
anyway.
Satan.
Still also covered in blood.
Anyway,
He's a fucking-
so now we've done that. Oh, I'm assuming we're going to head back to Dwarf Town.
And we're gonna take the flying fucking dragon, and I'm gonna walk in there covered in blood with my flying fucking dragon, and I'm gonna fucking dick on them, and then have a shower and ask out the.
There's one
dwarf.
problem though.
Yeah,
You won't be able to
I
get
see
it
several
inside.
problems.
I just needed to take us close.
Yeah, you
Right,
do-
anyway.
Does the
Park it
city
up
have a
close.
roof?
If you go
Park it
too
up
close,
front.
Can we just
park it
land
down.
I'm
on the
not
fucking
dead ass
main plaza?
landing my dragon. What if they all get mad and try and kill it again?
That's what I was going to say. Really, if you go too close to the
been
city, they're going to try and kill you.
decapitated.
Just have it fly away.
It's been decapitated.
Right,
I
with-
think
And
it
we
can take a
fixed
bit
it.
of a beat.
Are we flying back now then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fly
so you all climb. I don't know if Averil climbs on. He's got his own wings.
But his
back.
is flying
It's probably faster than me,
better or
so
equal.
I'm gonna just climb onto it.
Wait.
Like,
Its flying speed was 20 from what I
Oh.
saw. So you are 10.
After being
You may be faster than it. I'm not sure. I
I'm-
didn't
I'm-
actually
I'm
read the
gonna
page
fly
too well.
beside it because why not?
But anyway, so you climb on the back of the Wind Rider and you both take off.
His name's
How-
Brian.
How it's like in
You
flying.
named it.
Of course she names it.
Yeah.
So you take off, and as again, this is what would take you roughly about 2.5 hours walk. Is going to take you about half an hour flight.
Fuck yeah.
give or take.
Not bad. Not bad.
But this entire time, everybody's minding their own business, just watching everything down below as they fly. And Rila puts her hand in her pocket.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Evening, boys.
This is something only Rila notices, and is up to her if she shares. But she notices that her holy symbol has gone black.
Oh fuck.
And that it seems to have somewhat changed in style.
Oh great.
She notices this. She notices this and puts it back in her pocket without the rest of the party noticing. And then about 10 minutes later, you land out the front of the Dwarven city.
Guys, I'm not sure whether we should have had a shower before we go in here. I feel like enough people hate me already. Am I gonna look dumb?
I cast prestidigitation and clean her clothing up.
What about my hair, my face,
worry.
and the rest of the elf?
Okay, I clean as much of the elf as I can using prestidigitation.
Thanks, man.
Tricky.
Okay. I was going to make a suggestion, but I'm not gonna.
Don't.
No, it was a
You know
useful.
what I thank you thing at the end.
No, it was a useful suggestion because there's a part of the actual game that that this campaign is based off that's about to come into play, and I was just thinking a dead-looking
Continue.
Wind Rider wasn't going to be. But as we continue, as you land, the look that Rila normally gets has changed.
Guys.
Is it now terror instead
Do we need
of
to
an
roll
elf?
an insight?
Is
Yeah.
it stunned reverence?
They
Passive insight of 12. Tell us what it is.
As 1 second, as was suggested, you did land on the roof of the outdoor of the bit you normally go into,
Oh yeah, that's the clearing. I forgot about that. Oh, this will be fun.
Right.
and as
That's okay.
you've landed, and all the dwarves in the vicinity are looking at you.
Oh.
They're looking at you,
Okay.
then they're looking to a statue next to you.
Yeah, I just remembered where we
Oh
are.
shit.
I just remembered what thing the dwarves worship as they essentially
And
guardian.
as you step off the Wind Rider, there seems to be a overwhelming cheer with sounds of shock in there at the same time. You take a look at the statue, and it is the exact creature you just dismounted.
Gonna need to bullshit our way out of this one
I'm
line.
going to whisper to Orally. Yell at
Oh,
her,
that's great,
"Thank
because
you
she's a fucking space green!
You don't have to whisper, remember. You have.
We can tell it.
Oh, yeah.
Telepathy.
I'm going to say telepathically to Rila. Tell it to go away and be polite about it.
That might not be the best idea right now. They know-
Avril, can we lie our way out of this one?
Maybe not lie, but we can probably.
As you're
We're gonna
stood
have to bullshit our way home,
as
aren't we?
as you're stood round stone-faced, having a conversation in your brains,
Bullshit.
one of the dwarves approaches you and goes, "How did you do it?
You what?
How did you tame the Great Wind Rider?"
Lots of patience and some fish.
Shut up. I'm skilled in animal taming?
And for the first time since you came to this world, the dwarves acknowledge Rila with the dwarf that just spoke to you taking her hand and shaking it.
In fucking telepathy. Daddy, wake me!
And in
Ow.
telepathy,
There's-
until they find out it's dead.
Yeah.
I'm having
Like,
it,
it's,
you know...
it's gonna need to, fly away off into the sunset before it, collapses.
Yep, I'll get rid of it
Can we
in a
order it to
fucking
do so?
minute, guys!
Not necessarily in a minute.
Give me
Do
a
it quickly.
fucking minute here!
Wait, how long do we have
we have like another 23 hours left, okay?
No, we're fine.
Well, bearing in mind, long rest didn't say you woke up exactly as the sun rose, but yes,
Yeah, but you know, it's been like
It's
an hour.
24 hours. isn't
it's
it?
a
We have at
24-hour
least
It's been like
spell.
an hour since we
We have
reanimated
at least
this
like
thing.
12 hours.
Yeah, it's been an hour since
Yeah.
we reanimated.
Yeah, so you've got at least you do have at least
You've got
23, 23 and a
hours.
half.
23 hours roundabouts to.
No,
to
I'd
this
give us
dragon to
23,
disappear.
you know, from going there, talking to
Yeah.
Boromir, and then flying all the way over here. I'd say about 23 hours.
Fair. So
Also, have we a quick thing? The 250 silver. Have we split that already?
Mm,
No,
probably not.
Sean, I'm being worshipped as a god here. Can you fucking shut
Yeah,
up?
we literally just tamed the guardian deity.
Yeah.
Priorities.
plot twist and a half right now.
Oh dear
Would
lord, the king's
have been
coming.
much easier if we had
Long
actually
live the king.
tamed the thing. But you know,
Well, these are dwarves. They're not overly skilled with magic, so
They're not exactly
no,
smart.
they probably won't realize we reanimated it. But if we had actually tamed the thing, it would be much easier to deal with
Yes, it would.
because we could just poof.
Be on a
everyone.
24-hour time limit either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nick would also kick my ass if I tried to tame it.
Yeah.
So,
It'd be fine.
proceed.
Unless you-
it just
No.
would have been a much higher roll that you would have required. Like, it
Probably
would have had to have been a nat 20 near enough.
I would just
Nat 20.
intimidate the thing,
Nat 29 to get.
That would have
thing.
scared it off.
and I would have just told it to sit. It'd be great.
So what are we doing?
Anyway, so you're now...
Just giving
They're
Nick
revering
fucking...
the elf.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
giving
revering
Nick
the elf that
title
managed
ideas
to
for
tame
his
their
stream.
god.
The
Yeah.
dragon's just kind of on a roof of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, no,
Or
it's,
is it like in
you
the
know- you
forest
know,
It's
or
standing in a clearing.
You know the bottom city part of the dwarf town, and then the top
Yeah.
part that like leads down inside the mountain. Well,
Oh,
we're
in the
on the
top
top of
part?
that, next to the statue of the Wind Rider.
Right.
Some big old memes.
Okay. What are we doing?
But anyway,
Standing here awkwardly for a start, Connor.
We do
so
something else.
you've got this crowd of dwarfs around you now. They just seem to mysteriously appear out of nowhere every now and then.
They're gathering.
This isn't good.
Everyone's having a panic attack.
We
Oh,
can't do this, guys!
For y'all nerds, there you go. That's where we are. I found the picture
Notice
of the
board, I'm
place.
guessing.
Yes.
I found the picture of the place.
Oh, good!
Ignore the flying.
I mean, if Richard
Flying
wants,
dwarf, Connor.
he can help you vanish.
No, we don't want to
Help us
vanish.
vanish.
We want to hand in
That's
our
gonna be a bit
quests.
weird.
Yeah.
Well,
we-
no,
we-
I mean vanish to get out of the.
Hand in the quest first. I want more money.
Me too.
No, vanish to get out of the crowd is what I was
Yeah,
trying to
we
say.
need to get out of the crowd.
Oh,
So
okay,
basically, we
that's
want to
fine.
be on the other side of the crowd.
My suggestion would be invisibility and just poof.
Does anyone have
Am I
invisibility?
Can I
I'm not very
fucking cloak?
quiet.
Can I cloak of Elvenkind the fuck out of here?
Yep.
I don't. that would
And
work.
Richard,
Okay.
you have invisibility.
Oh, I do.
Staff
I
of
can
the
cast
Magi.
staff. But I'd
How
have,
many
I'd have to
people-
just touch everyone, and
You
I
touch-
can't cast it twice.
Oh.
Fair.
Like I can cast it on one thing.
I
Look
can
how
just
many times
fucking
can you cast it
walk.
in a row?
Wait,
No,
Sean,
it's
you're a
it's
changeling,
concentration
right?
spell.
Yes, but I don't have
Can you-
any.
Can you change into animals?
No.
No.
Can you change to be really small?
And you change to be a dwarf.
I can change.
He's
So I
not
have to be
Ant-Man.
medium-sized.
I can become a kobold or a goblin for Christ's sake.
That's probably not the best
Okay,
thing to be
but
Either
doing.
way,
the
you're
post
not
is-
Ant-Man.
Yeah, you're
No,
not.
no.
Just shoot.
Not an option.
All Sean needs to
Okay.
do is shift his appearance slightly. He's presently a dwarf, if I remember
he's-
right.
Turn into the
He's
fucking-
human.
normal human.
Then-
Sean, turn into a dwarf and just like wander through the
Just
crowd.
slip into the crowd.
Just turn
Let's
into
go.
a black-
Yes, they're just
Okay.
staring at me. I turn into a dwarf and walk.
Well,
down.
technically they're staring at Rita.
They're staring at me.
Yeah,
so I'll come
they're
stand here
focused
and
on
wait.
Rila.
Okay.
Y'all slip
While-
off. I'll meet
then
you
while-
at the tailor's.
While they're focused on Rila, I'm going to use invisibility on
The
the
Warforged.
robot.
So with that, Rila kind of disappears into the shadows. Avril and Delta just
No, only
vanish.
he's invisible.
Oh,
I'll use it for myself. I'll use Misty Step.
fair.
Yeah, and I'm just stuck there like.
I mean,
oh, shit.
Richard, just
Sword
gaseous
and
form.
block.
Nah, Misty Step's cooler. I just silver
Fair.
mist and then just poof, I teleport.
Just dwarf and waddle off.
And Hell shifts into
No.
a dwarf.
No,
And
no, I just use prestidigitation to create loads of smoke and just try and walk
Okay,
out.
so-
you smoke bomb the dwarves?
Yes, just like just.
But
trying to
anyway,
distract
so
them
you head
and
You know,
walk out.
you head down the stairs and into the area that you know quite well now.
We're
And-
all gonna meet out front of the tailor.
And hey, thank you there, Angry Scotsman.
Yeah, for now we can
Just got a host. Thanks.
For now we can just hide out. Well, not hide out. We can
Well-
have them distracted by the actual Wind Rider and deal with it later.
Yeah. As soon as we meet up with everyone, I'm like, I really
Yeah, wait,
wish we
is
had
it-
the house
wait,
back because I
the
need
hill-
to change the clothes now.
The hill Richard's standing on in the picture that you sent us.
I'm not standing on a hill. I'm flying.
When I have the
my
money
God.
and get to affiliate.
Like there's
Anyway.
if you walk down you walk down the stairs, like the thing directly underneath the statue is the entrance to where we need to be or where we're going.
Okay, so can I have my Wind Rider stand on the head or something?
Well,
Or
if
stand
it's
on a hill or something?
if it stays where it is for now, you can kind of walk off and then you know.
You can walk off and have it come over to you.
Okay, yeah, leave it where it is.
Fly
then.
off into the distance.
So
you know.
so you head into
Meet back at the tailor. Plan.
yeah, you head into the you head back to the tailor and then to the tailor. Can someone jog me the tailor's name?
You didn't have a tailor, doesn't
Okay.
have a name?
No.
Wait, or maybe you do. Hold up.
When we're in here, I'm gonna
That's it. People are getting eaten by hyenas.
Uh,
Yeah, you can be uninvisible now.
Okay.
Fucking calm.
That's the rock elemental. Pass. Sean. Iron Node.
There
I-
was a tailor.
Fires.
I don't think I named him.
No, I don't think you got a name.
Yeah, no,
he's
you didn't
not
get a name.
given a name.
You walk in and the tailor greets you, specifically greeting Avril. Oh, hi.
Hello again.
It's ironic that you came in.
Oh.
I had just finished your order.
Excellent. I had like not in character, but I had honestly forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Can I hand the tailor some the fur and the wyvern all like neatly wrapped up, preferably
it-
not covered in blood?
Isn't it in the space garage?
No.
For intensive purposes, I've had it in a bag in the space garage because you never said what you did with it.
Yeah, we'll just pull that shit out of the space.
So
garage.
you pull the bag out
Pull that
and hand it over. And he goes, "Why, thank you, my good friends. This'll do me greatly after the materials I've just spent on the outfit for you."
Fucking armor.
Yeah. After this, I need to go do something else. I've just remembered.
Is this
yeah.
is this in D&D, Sean, or
Yes, D&D.
okay?
Swords.
Yeah, you wanted those things.
So
How
what's
much do I owe you for the armor?
damn it? What did we say?
I thought you already paid.
No.
Can I roll persuasion on this?
No.
Try and bluff him.
I'm perfectly fine paying the dude.
Okay then.
Did you make note of that, Mrs. Notary?
Checking.
No, and she noted the fact that they couldn't make a belt from the teeth.
Okay.
Let me just see. Give me a second. I think I've written it down somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
So as you're standing there, he's frantically scrolling his books trying to find it. He's had a busy couple of weeks.
I think it was like 40. Oh, the tailor does have a name.
Oh,
48 gold. The tailor's name is Seren.
Saren.
Seron.
That'll be 48.
Oh, come
That'll be 48 gold, please.
When did I write that?
You
no,
did.
it's in
I
Nibish's
did.
notes.
It's part of my notes. Oh, the little
Someone
notes that I
else
took. 48 gold.
You
No,
hand
that's the wrong button. Give me a second.
you hand over the bag of gold, and he hands you the
There we go.
You hand over the gold, and he hands you the leather-studded armor. I
How's
hope
you doing business?
I hope it fits. And I think the adjustments for the wings are about right.
Excellent.
If not, you're a tailor. So.
Hey.
I all of a sudden don't like this one.
I've got a question. Has he
He's
paid us
Yeah,
for the
sure.
wyvern and the fur?
No, he hasn't pages yet.
Okay.
He was dealing with his previous
You wanna
transaction
chill
first.
For a hot section.
Plus, I kind
Not
of have.
everything in this world's about money.
Usually I'm the money hungry one. Yeah. Fucking 250
Just
silver.
imagine hell. If this is a conversation, no, just imagine I'm rubbing 2 coins together like more money.
Wait, no. Is hell rubbing 2 coins together?
No, this is me, Sean. I can't actually describe what I'm doing. Just
Sean just wants more
Okay.
money in general. 'cause
Okay,
he's-
so translating Sean rubbing coins together to his character is also rubbing coins together
how does that work?
because it's you.
Yeah.
Because D&D DM says fuck you.
Okay.
And
I'm
the
just
tailor,
thinking.
Soren turns around and goes, "Is there something you're after, my friend?"
The money for the wyvern fur and the wyvern leather and the fur.
Oh, you just want paying for your job.
Yes. We're all here
He's
for
rather
different
brash
reasons.
like that.
I point
He,
to Rhea and say she wants
Actually,
a belt of
I
teeth.
have a question.
Yes.
Him already to make a belt and teeth.
I want him to ask him, genius.
So, what's with the Wind Rider statue outside?
Oh, the Wind Rider. That is our sacred animal.
Oh, so that's what we bought in.
Each. Wait, what?
Don't ask.
We bought one in.
If you actually
I
no,
don't want
go
to.
outside.
You're looking at the stuff.
Yeah, it's out front by the statue.
He goes a bit.
Not here at land.
He goes a bit blank in the face
I would have thought he would have heard us
and heads
land.
and says, "Give me a minute. I'll be right back." Heads
Sure, no problem.
heads out of his shop, and he's gone for about 5-10 minutes. When he comes back in, completely white, and
Give him the finger again.
a bit of
What did I call him? Brian. That was it.
and a
Brian.
bit of a lot of shock on his face. It's like,
I got a question.
I
for the
feel
group.
like I should have given you a discount.
His name's Brian.
I got a telepathic request for the group before he says.
Sure,
no,
Satan.
before Leela says anything. Can we all do synchronized finger guns?
Yes, I feel like that's appropriate.
Okay,
I'll
so
do it.
Can I just look at you?
No,
people?
synchronized finger guns, like all at the same
Everyone but Connor
Delta.
can do synchronized finger guns.
I'll just look confused.
so
What are you people
I had
doing?
to. I'm sorry.
as he walks in, before he says all that, you synchronize finger guns, and then he asks, and then he says, "I should have given you a discount.
Don't worry too much about it.
Let me just go get your reward for the armor."
Thanks.
He reaches under his counter and puts one bag on the side, and then disappears off into the back. Coming back out with
Me and Connor are still covered in blood.
Co-
That's great.
coming out with another smaller bag, and putting it next to the other one, and kind of pushes it forward and goes, "Here you go."
Thanks.
Invest.
He's giving us the god bonus.
Hey, you're welcome,
We brought their
fuckers.
god. We brought their god here, so he's giving us a bonus.
It's fine. You can also make them hate you at the same time. Just cast Dispel Magic. Its head will fall off.
And then
Can it also just collapse? Let's not do that. Let's have it fly
No,
off
let's
into the
not do
sunset like the deity they think it is, and have it
Yes.
collapse over the mountain
But
next to
but anyway, you
it. On the top of that, it's got.
you've handed that over, and you've kind of left him to his thoughts, because he gave you the money and disappeared back into the back.
I mean, we did bring their god here, so it's not.
Yeah, they're all gonna be a bit out of
Yeah.
it.
I'm
So-
surprised the tailor didn't notice that it was dead, considering it's gonna have a lot of flesh wounds and shit from
It's fine.
swords.
they are
Fire.
oblivious to the fact.
That goes with the territory of being a giant creature of doom that flies around.
The condition of it wasn't a concern for many of them. Then
No,
Yeah.
No,
super chill.
it's
okay,
Brian.
I won't complain.
Like it is their
Don't come
god.
in here and bully Brian, who is trying his damn best, by the
To be
way.
alive,
Yeah,
he's not doing
For
very
the
well without
notes,
the
how
help
much
of
did he end up
magic.
giving us if we need to do an investigation check?
The reward that he would have give you from the start was 50 gold. However, the extra bag you open up and do a little count, and there's an extra 25 gold in there.
Okay.
We have got 5 people.
Yeah. Now I would like to go to Gerd and get my 2 short swords if he has them.
Wait, is Gerd's son around? Wink,
That was the
wink.
second thing I was thinking of, actually.
Are you sure you want that? I still haven't changed his name.
Look, we're changing his name right here, right now. Hold on.
Let's go to the blacksmith and then go to the tavern.
Anyway, you head to Gerd, and unfortunately, you get to Gerd's door, and you there's a sign. It normally says out for lunch, but he's kind of scratched the word lunch off the sign,
Out for dragon.
and it looks like it's been thrown up hastily.
Let's go
He's
see
gone
them.
to look at my fucking dragon.
If anybody's gonna know swords wounds, it's gonna be that guy. So we should be
I'm
fucking
going to go
careful.
I mean,
just find him now.
They may
Very
notice
bad
sword
finger.
wounds, but as I said, Connor, like, this is a big ass flying thing. It's gonna be attacked by other smaller things.
Yeah. Let's go find him. I want
Swords,
It'll be fine.
people, in this territory with a dwarf.
claws, sharp,
It's
slashing.
It's been
Right. So what
it's
is
been attacking livestock. It's fine.
so what is the group doing?
Sheep.
I'm
goats.
going to find Gerd for my swords.
What is the rest of the group doing?
I guess we're gonna have to go.
I mean, we
with
can
him.
go.
With it.
Not necessarily. If you want, you can sit in the tavern or the guild.
Yeah, they could go with me and prevent an international incident.
Yeah, that is fair.
Or they could go
Sending
have a
Sean,
drink and
yeah.
let the world burn.
No, sending Sean on international relations is the biggest mistake we'll ever make. So,
Yeah,
no,
I
go
suggest-
away,
Hey,
please.
just wait. If we ever meet a king, I'm gonna just try and be king for a day. Just
You're gonna
disguise.
offend him and get instantly decapitated, and I will laugh.
Yeah,
And then
but
also
it's
be
just like-
decapitated for
Just
being
somehow
impolite.
dispose of the king and take his place.
don't
Ew.
worry, Connor. I'll persuade the king to not.
Can I
kill you.
vote at least to send Avril with Sean so as to keep him in check
I mean, can
when
do.
he goes to get his shit from the
I
blacksmith?
mean, we literally have to go back up to the to the Wind Rider, get good,
Yeah.
and then bring him back down to the blacksmith and get Sean's sword. It'll be fine.
Swords. Oh,
Then we
That's okay.
then
Right.
I
So
thought you said swords.
you head out.
play the blacksmith's farm.
This might have been quiet.
You head out. You head outside, and back up the stairs, and you can still hear the shock and awe of all the dwarfs, as they're just staring at the Wind Rider,
This is gonna take a while.
a bit confused about why it doesn't seem to be moving of its own accord.
I'm just gonna have it do some like little wing flutters and kind of shift around a little.
Idle animation.
Yeah, play idle animation.
But
Wind Rider idle .1.
so as you walk up the stairs, you hear a mumbling,
Oh,
and
what?
a mumbling.
Oh,
Oh crap! Mumbling's
What
never
you
good.
heard just
Um,
now.
You climb the stairs to hear a bunch of dwarves going on about. They are having a conversation technically about you, and on about how you might be able to get the gateway to work.
Oh no, the gateway.
Cock.
Gateways. I love gateways. They're never a good thing.
I'm not. I don't know what they are, but okay.
Neither do I, but that sound fucking good.
You're
I
right.
know in game world and what it is, and it's gonna be great. Honest.
Yeah.
Suck.
Do I have to roll a perception check to find Gerd?
It's a herd of
I mean, you
dwarves.
can just turn into a dwarf and wander through the crowd.
Yeah.
Or I could just make myself taller and just look over their
That,
heads to
that,
see.
that would turn
Yeah.
into a hedge maze, which is
Hey.
not how you find people in the crowd. I speak from
Yeah,
experience.
but I'm
Well,
not
down
like
is
moving
bad.
around too much, so it's fine.
Hedge maze.
But
Or-
yeah, you hear them.
Shout
You
Gerd
hear a
to
bunch of the dwarves going on about how the heroes that tamed the Wind Rider might be able to activate the gate.
I've heard it.
No. Go.
I'm going to relay this to the other two through telepathy while I hear this. Cause like,
Yeah.
You know, they're on about us opening some kind of gate, maybe.
Gate.
To be
What do you
tamed
want me to
Wind Rider.
do? Have the Wind Rider fly away?
Ah,
But they said might.
maybe
they
later.
said might,
They're,
right?
they're probably
So-
they're probably gonna come find us later.
Yeah, but they said might, so we might assume that we could just be like, oh no, it doesn't work. Maybe we're not that good at it. I don't know.
I mean, depends what it needs, but yeah.
Just
If it needs the Wind
but
Rider, then
other than that, you can't make out. You just seem to be making out the same conversation over and over again.
just everyone like maybe they
To
have no
spot
thinking.
Gerd, yes, roll me a perception.
Hold on. God damn it.
Unfortunately, among the mass of dwarves, you can't. You can't determine which one is Gerd.
Can I give it a go?
Can I just shout at the top of my lungs?
No,
No.
Gerd,
never to
I
try.
need your help.
No,
Let-
no, no,
let me
no.
try
This
first.
is technically Sean's.
I am an escort, so
Wha-
yeah.
This is Sean's one. I thought everybody else went
Which
Did
one?
But-
everyone go?
Counter me and kick me in the bollocks
I
or
thought,
something.
I thought it was just me and they went to the bar. But if everyone's here, then yeah, sure.
because Renee wouldn't have known they're staring at it for lack
Yeah,
of.
I went to play
As I
idle
said, I'm telling
animations.
them.
I went to
But
play idle animations.
it's you're only an escort, so if he wants to shout Gerd, he can shout Gerd.
You know, fine. Go about your day on your own. You'll be
I'm gonna
fine.
kick him in the shins.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no. Roll to hit, but you have to beat whatever he rolls perception to see if Gerd hears him.
Okay, what am I rolling?
So
Do you want me to roll like stealth? Can I roll stealth to stealthily kick him in the shin?
no, just
I'd say it's like
just-
your unarmed strike.
yeah, just an unarmed strike. So it'd be
So
initiative,
D20 plus
but
3.
Sean has
A
to
D20
roll
plus 3.
perception to see if
16.
So-
Oh
22.
god.
22.
So
Crushed.
Hell goes to shout Gerd, but as he does, he goes, "Ow, you fucking!" and kind of clasps his ankle.
Yeah, and then I start swearing in Draconic just because.
You know I speak that language, right?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know that as hell, so I'm not metagaming.
Fair. So as he's swearing at me in
Just
Draconic,
a
I would
smile,
like to
sir.
smile and then in Draconic go, "Thanks, sweetie."
Okay.
Bitch.
Can I tap the nearest dwarf, please?
That might not be the best idea.
Okay, right. Okay, one second.
With my hood, I'd like to have my hood up
Okay,
and like skew my face.
okay, right. But first,
They're gonna know who you
before
are 'cause we're
before
forced to
that,
Fine, don't worry
in
about it.
in response to him getting kicked in the shins and the bit of a draconic
Oh, shit, I didn't roll.
and a draconic conversation, there is a slight. Not after not hearing it in a while, he gets Hell's a bit shocked, but there's a oh, the plot thickens just inside of his head.
Look at me in Elvish. What have we done now?
I'm gonna also say in Elvish, what done now?
What? Are you hearing the voices again, Hal? Are you okay?
I'm just gonna look dazed and just say, I'm okay.
Good, because I actually don't. I'm metagaming. I
He's
don't know
going
you
mad.
hearing voices.
Yeah, you're right, and I didn't even think it was voices for a second.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
do know he's going mad because of the elf village in Christmas Town.
But yeah, he hears the familiar voice of his dead friend, and she just goes, "Oh, the plot thickens. We learn more and more."
Yeah, I'd like to tap the
Slowly
nearest
shut up,
Shut up,
DM
shut up, shut up, shut
with
up.
my hood up.
Okay. Can I help you there, laddie?
Hi, I'm looking for Gerd.
Good. He
Have you
kind
seen him recently?
he kind
He's
of
not in his workshop.
he kind of tiptoes a bit and points over a bit towards the statue where you do see a few dwarves clambered on the actual base of the statue, trying to get a better look at the Wind Rider itself.
Hashtag the Wind Rider that's hashtag playing idle animations.
Is that the name of the stream? Hashtag idle animation.
Hashtag idle animations.
But yeah, he points Gerd out, and you kind of notice him.
Thank you, that's really helpful.
You're welcome.
and then just kind of slip off, dragging Sean with me, and obviously Averil.
I'm just gonna follow them, you know.
Drag
I'm
those
just-
dickheads to go find Gerd.
I'm just not talking to her.
I mean,
I'm
at
just
some
hell?
point,
to myself.
at
You
some
don't
point, we
have
should
to-
probably clean ourselves, like me and the robot. But,
So
you know.
you
See how you don't have to yell at people to find out where they are. You just ask nicely.
I mean, they're dwarves. They probably wouldn't have cared if he did manage to shout, but you managed to kick him in the shins before he did.
All with extra skill.
But so you go over and Gerd spots you walking over and goes, "Oh, hi there." All dwarves sound the same today.
They do.
You know, the best of the
and-
voices.
They always did.
Fair. No, it's either they all sounded the same
Yeah.
or sounded Irish.
Yeah.
They do all sound kind of similar, like
Yeah.
the way you've been saying them.
But he waves you over and you saunter over and it's like, "Have you seen this thing?"
Yeah, his name's Brian.
What? And goes a bit white in the face.
I'm just gonna sigh and look down at the floor, just like, not again.
Yeah.
His name's Brian.
Oh, what do you mean his name's Brian?
Tamed him.
I tamed him.
Okay, what are you guys after?
My swords that I paid for last time.
You just give up.
They're not about...
Fuck
Yeah.
The,
Useless shit.
he does start stuttering because he's still trying to comprehend the
Brian.
elf.
I'm
Elf
just gonna
and-
Oh, you want me to
gonna
do
do
that?
something. I'm just gonna do something. I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder, just like, it's probably best if you try to ignore it.
I'm trying, my friend, I'm trying.
I'll do the other shoulder and say it gets better. Actually, no, it doesn't. It gets worse.
But
Yeah,
anyway, he
fucking
turns
necromancers, dragons for shits and gigs.
he turns to Hal and goes, about another day or two on them, I'm afraid.
Okay, thank
Being
you.
a bit distracted.
Second thing, would you happen to know where your son is?
At that, I just turn around and just.
You know what? Go back to your
you can
water
go.
wife. Fuck off, Sean.
Yeah, I just wander off now.
I think he's on shift in the guild hall today.
Thanks.
So I take it we're now gonna have drinks in the guild hall. rather
Oh
than-
yeah, we are.
Why do I feel like?
Have fun looking at Brian.
Why do I feel like
We
if you
should
want
be
to just?
careful about the, expiry date that's on
No,
Brian.
we gotta
Yeah,
do.
we've used about another hour, so it's.
Yeah, I was
24
gonna
hours.
say you've only been going around for about an hour now. So you're only
So,
2 hours into the spell.
About when we have like 3 hours left, I'll get him
We-
to
we
fly
have-
as
we
far
have a-
away from
yeah.
here as he can.
I'll
and
be
just die.
concerned when it's like 6 hours, so
Fair.
I don't want some fucking.
I don't want it
ungodly
falling
power.
apart here.
You know what? In character,
What's the
we'll use
duration
we'll
of
use
the
Connor's
repair
internal
spell?
forever. It just repairs it.
Okay,
It's not
okay,
doesn't run
that's
out.
fine. Just making sure.
Like in character, we'll use Connor's internal clock to keep an eye on the time
Yeah.
thing.
I can just meditate for the duration.
No, just when you power down, head falls off.
Like not even that.
Just body flops. But anyway, you head back down into the what you're now discerning to be the town area, and into the guild hall. You walk in and it's barren.
I wonder, like,
that is not surprising at all.
can we see anyone at the bar? Like a bartender.
Oh, her again. Fuck.
No,
That's
it
gonna
could
be
be
a
The
him.
one
Wink,
that
wonk, the
should
one
be
I'm
on
here to
shift is
see.
the one Renee's looking for.
I'm trying to flirt, Connor. Can you fucking back me up for 2 fucking seconds? Can you, for lack of better wording, be my wingman?
If there is a barmaid, can I ask for a shower? Because I'm still covered in blood and I'm walking
Just-
into this
I mean,
establishment.
if you want to
Hey,
ask one of the magicians,
Richard and Connor clean. There, having out Connor.
I mean, I wanted
Clean.
to creep her out, to be honest.
no, I think you should make sure to leave just the face part.
Yeah, can you leave Connor's smiley
Yes,
face?
I
Yeah.
leave the face. I leave the face.
Fair. But you walk up to the counter and there seems to be a note on the desk just back in 5 minutes.
have a
Is it a
feeling
real
it'll take
5
longer
minutes,
than
or
that.
is he going to see Brian too?
I'm just gonna.
Probably
There's no-
longer.
If you take fucking Ryan with us, he wouldn't fucking know
Guys,
where people
look,
would be going to and they'd
I'm
becoming
trying to
lost.
flirt with this dwarf, and it's really not working because every time I try and see him, he just leaves.
That was a
Oh,
joke.
that's like-
I'm not actually saying that.
Then Renee, not actually in character, but you know, just looks like you being cockblocked by your own dragon.
You know what? No, I want that in character. Put that back.
Like if you hadn't said the fact that you in character that, then I would have just said it in character.
But anyway, so pretty much the only thing for you left to do is either sit around and wait, or
I want to sit on the counter.
okay, or go back outside to the request board. Is what I was gonna say.
You guys can go grab a request. I'm gonna sit on this counter and wait.
I'm gonna just stay in the room and just
I
find
don't
this
want to watch
bit
this.
down.
So,
They're all just gonna get a seat in the corner, kind of in hearing range, and in like eye
No,
shot, but not like right
Connor
next
just
to it,
said
like-
Delta doesn't want to sit and watch this, so Delta goes out to the quest board.
Goodbye, Delta.
No, I'm just literally sat in a chair, head against back, as far back as I can, just forced.
Right.
Who's Richard gone with?
I'll probably go out to the quest board. We only need one person in here for the gossip.
Yeah.
yeah.
Technically, you don't need either. You can
We
just
don't even need that, we have telepathy.
Do you think I wouldn't tell you anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
anyway. So you go back out to the quest board and well, start looking.
How many things are even left on it?
One. I'm trying to figure out which ones you've done. Done that one. You did all for good.
Uh-huh.
4. There are actually 4 mini
Roll a
ones
D4,
left.
Somebody.
Don't roll a d4. Please roll me a d9. A d8.
Why not just roll the d7?
Or the d7. Yeah, roll the d7.
Okay.
Two.
And again.
This is why it should have just been a d4 and just take the one of that 4.
Shall I do that? That's a fuck ton easier.
Yeah, go on. I'll just have to
Instead of finding the imaginary one
third-
who's not on the fucking board.
And we did that one. So 3. 1, 2. Oh, great.
Oh, cock, what is it?
And you have a dragon, so you can get there in no time. Fuck.
Hey!
What is it, Nick?
It's the one quest I hadn't prepared for yet. Because it means
Well,
Should
we
we
have
do
45
Wait, does
minutes
that
of
mean
the
going to a
session.
different town?
I have
So we have
to.
45 minutes of the session. We can chill around for 45 minutes in the dwarf village, and you can sort it for next session.
I mean, you can always pick up 2 and socket another one.
Yeah, we can pick up 2.
Yeah. Sure.
Go on,
Shall I
Roman.
run a D3?
Sure.
Then you can do it again.
Why not?
Because we're holding on to that
The
one.
first one. Yeah, we'll hold on to that quest for now. Just keep in mind.
Because
keep
in
mind
all
we've got it
fairness,
in
you
our
can
back
probably
pockets.
do that quest and another quest at the same time.
Yeah.
Just stacking the quests.
Sorry, but
Yeah, why not? Play it like a proper RPG. Stack the quests.
just take all of them.
2
Just take
dragons,
the whole
1's
wall.
down.
Just walk around. With
Did you really just say that,
Sorry,
Connor?
you
Yeah.
did 2 dragons, 1 greatsword.
You guys still could barely handle the 1 dragon.
I mean, okay, if
Or
you
2 dragons, 1 animate dead.
if you want to do this proper,
1 greatsword sounds like some full-on roll 34
People
shit.
most times.
That don't sound good.
if you want to do this proper RPG style and want to rip them all off, you can rip them all off if you want.
Take all the quests. Take
Maximum
all the
Witcher
quests.
style. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Take all the
It makes it
quests.
so much easier.
so you kind of pull off all the quests that are there and saunter back into the guild hall where Reela is still sat waiting on the counter,
Look around, but you saw nothing.
and you go and
That was so weird.
and you go and sit at the table that Hell sat at, and start looking through these quests. One of them is labeled requires fuel.
Oh, do you need to mine fucking coal?
No, this is actually one that
Mine and shit.
No, this is one that you'll be getting through death, death, and more death. It's just finding the creatures.
Oh. Okay. So,
Actually, you could technically do this one now, because the easiest place to find one part of this creature is over on. Well, you saw it earlier.
Volcano.
The quest is from the blacksmith, so it's from Gerd. And
a lot of fucking problems.
Hey-
99 problems.
Jesus Christ.
and he
29 problems, and a daughter-in-law that's an elf is not one of them yet.
Yes! I feel you, Sean.
actually there was only 2 for him on here, and you've only done one of them.
Okay, so
How
what has he
many?
got?
How many people are in this village?
Shut
Not
up.
Many.
Not many, but
So it's a fight
Enough to
creatures
form a
quest,
crowd.
right?
yeah, it's your requirement. The quest asks for 15 fire and 15 earth elemental cores to power his forge.
Okay, we have one of those.
Wait, how many
You
cores
don't-
did we
you-
get from
you-
one Earth element?
One.
We have an earth elemental brain.
Oh, no. So if they
No,
each
it's a
drop
core. It's
one,
what's in the center of the
Yeah,
head.
it's the core. It's the core.
But you
So
don't-
you just have to
of the
kill
elemental.
30
But
elementals.
You don't know it's a core though. That's the problem. You've never
Yeah,
had
that's
it.
true,
As,
Because we were told.
Brain.
Yeah, he
fair.
said it when he wanted to take it.
fair. And the page goes on to say that he'll be rewarding 75 gold plus extra for extras.
So if we go on a massacre, then we get more money.
only the one
This
Earth
isn't
elemental
fun.
took a lot of fucking effort.
And actually, yeah, getting over to the volcano now would be really easy.
Yeah,
Because we have
until it's
Yeah, we have 23 hours to fucking do this, so don't worry about it.
We could just cast Reanimate Dead again and see if
I
it
don't
works.
think it'll
Oh,
work, really.
great.
Look.
Next one's not going to be liked.
Let's not bad chances.
Anyway,
What is it?
the next page they look at, because Reela is still sat on the counter, so she doesn't know any of this until she gets told.
Can you guys shout these quests back to me, please?
No, we'll telepathy
Yes,
into
well,
it.
Telepathying it.
Uh,
Telepathying it.
The tavern is after sulfur for its drying racks.
Surely it would have been-
I don't know.
It doesn't say
What do you mean?
it doesn't say how much, and it doesn't, but it does say they are offering a reward of 100 silver. Double if you pre-grind the sulfur.
So basically, we put it in a big bowl and get Delta to punch it.
Or just put it
To
against
be
the
fair,
wall of
my
pain
arm would be
and
like
just
a
cast
pestle in the
Invade.
battle mortar, wouldn't it?
and repeat
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
The third sheet you look at is negotiations with humans.
Oh god.
That sounds like a fucking disaster.
The storehouses are low and the city is in need of wheat. Talk to the storehouse owner.
Oh yeah.
You have to name somebody else now. God.
Don't. Pretty sure that this guy already has a name.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He does not like us. It's great.
And you
I like
get
how we,
he pays you upon completion,
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
and
I just had a thought on how we can get the store owner, the store guy to like us. Say,
Show him Brian!
no, I was supposed to
Bring
say,
the dragon in head first.
but
no, I was
and
supposed to say,
the quest says to
I'll let Nick finish
the,
first.
the quest says to find out what the humans want in exchange for 10 kilograms of wheat.
10 kilos of wheat is not much.
Yeah.
Only 10.
Shouldn't be too bad.
Okay,
not like we
how much
gotta
do
buy
we
it.
get paid for that?
Can I quickly say my
You
idea
get
on how
50 gold upon completion.
For acting as an intermediary? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta basically go to the humans, talk to them, and then come back.
Okay,
Can
so
we
Sean,
just
what
leave
was your
Sean?
idea?
Can we just leave Sean at the tavern?
No, here's my
You
idea on how to get the store owner to like us. Just talk to him, get the quest, get the thing, come back and say, oh, and yeah, because you hate us, we're taking the Wind Rider with us. See ya. Just leave.
Anyway,
They might just lynch the storehouse owner. That's not the best idea.
there is one more that looks different to the others.
Oh, yay, different.
And it reads reinforcements and goes on to list how after the repairs that the dwarves did, They're after magical. They seem to be after magical reinforcement and are requesting 500 kilograms of darkstone.
Who's this from?
I know the best place to get that to, and
Volcano.
no, Shipwreck Island.
But it doesn't say who to talk to about this and who it goes to.
Just the dwarves in general want it.
Because this
We can consult or something.
because even even the writing itself looks different from all the others.
Alright.
How different?
How neat is the handwriting? Because these are
Like,
dwarves,
how-
and all of the
how does
dwarves
it
that have
look in
written
comparison?
All
requests
the
are-
dwarves write like dyslexics, alright?
Yeah, they're also men. Almost all of the ones with net. So
How neat is
handwriting's
the
not
writing?
gonna be
How
good.
how is this different?
How neat is the handwriting?
Why don't you
That's
roll an
facts.
investigation?
Yeah, do
I'm
me an
not doing it.
investigation.
I'll do it.
How'd you do that?
Not my name. 1d20 plus. Where's my fucking investigation? 3.
Don't make me hop off this counter and come over there.
9.
Can
I read?
you do notice that the handwriting itself is a lot neater.
Okay, so someone.
I don't trust it.
Okay,
No, I'm
you
not
notice
gonna-
that
Critical success.
the handwriting is a lot neater. It seems to be written in a different substance to what the dwarves wrote in.
I don't
So
trust
it's
it.
not in dwarf ink.
And from what you can feel, there's a sort of magic to this request.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Not at this time.
Damn it.
Does it have a
Okay.
reward written on it?
It does have a reward
Hey.
of 250 gold.
Yes, okay. My greed outweighs my caution.
Yeah, we definitely
Can we?
might not need to trust this one.
Can we do it? Can we do it?
I
Can we
don't
do it?
like it.
I don't like it, but I wanna.
No.
So,
Even if it means mining, I'll buck it up for 50 gold.
so, before we do any of that, we have 75 gold plus 250 silver to split out between the 4 of us.
Yes, 75 gold and 50 silver. 15
No.
gold. Sorry. 5 of us, not 4 of us, you pillar.
We wait for Gemma and we split
Okay.
it out next session.
Okay.
Just keep that amount written down.
Yeah.
Write down how much we
But
got.
anyway,
Write that amount of gold at the end of this session.
unfortunately, the other three seem to be getting a bit bored of twiddling their
Waiting
thumbs,
for the pillar. Yeah.
and there doesn't seem to be any sign of Gerd's son.
Right.
How doth we summon a barkeep?
I'm just gonna go find him and say, "Oi, Reela's looking for you." She's at the guild hall and walk out. Just see
I
what's
mean,
going
you
on.
can
She's
always
not
pick
coming
up.
in blood this
You
time.
can always go off, do one of the quests, and come back.
I feel like this is important to Reela.
What just
so-
happened? My Discord
It's
froze.
very important to me.
Yeah, that's what I do
The
then. I, go
dwarf
look,
hasn't appeared, Richard.
I look for
Wait,
Gerd.
where would we find sulfur? Because that means we have to come back here anyway.
Mountain, isn't it?
You have to come back
Most
here
them
for
mean you
any
have
of
to go
them.
back here.
Like
No,
It's
I
just
meant
one of
to
them
the
will take a bit
tavern.
longer.
that.
Also, just mining a lot of rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the guild hall, right?
Isn't it
Also,
from fire elementals?
someone's thinking.
Basically, the fire elemental cores we need to go to the volcano for.
No, in
Okay, well then let's go to the volcano real quick because we could do that within. We can do this in under 22 hours.
I have a
Alright,
question.
21
Okay.
hours by the time we leave.
Hands
But
in the air. In
What?
Dark Knight, don't you also get sulfur from fire elementals?
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just still checking that.
And if we have to get fire elemental
just remembered
cores, we can get sulfur from them.
Some of these quests were made to be nested anyway.
Alright, let's go to the fucking volcano. Beat the fuck out of it.
Alright, let's go get Brian, boys.
Volcano. This
How
is gonna be
much
great.
sulfur did we need?
No,
This is
I-
gonna be so.
Sulfur didn't have an amount,
yeah, it's just get what you
Hold on.
want. They will pay you.
so
Okay.
let's just bring all the sulfur from the 50
Okay.
elemental.
I've got an idea.
Yep.
I say, we walk out of town.
And have Brian come
Brian
and pick us
come and
up.
Because I think
That's
riding
fair.
off to the volcano
Riding off
on
into
that
the
sacred animal might not be the best thing,
That's
especially
true.
if they're all currently crowded around it.
Okay, I'll have Brian take off and come meet us just outside of town.
Yeah,
Then.
exactly. We have it.
Well, I wouldn't say just outside of town because they're probably going to follow it for a bit. If it goes
Right.
not that far away.
They're
Nah,
dwarves.
Brian.
They're not very fucking quick.
Yeah, this thing
Short,
flies
stubby
pretty fast.
legs. They
Like
can't
we
go
we
very
go
far.
we go out of
You get
town,
experience.
and then we have Brian take off and come meet us, and then while they're trying to catch up, then we take off.
Yeah, that's a fair plan.
Okay. So you leave town and you walk for about 5 minutes before you summon Brian. And with this, and with that, you can hear in the background because of how big he is, just a of his wings.
Yeah, fucking flying up.
Little did you know, it knocked over a few dwarves. Him taking
Who
off.
gives a fuck? It's fine.
He's very large.
He's a deity. They can't get mad at him. Literally.
I feel like we need to put some rope around him like they have in museums where
And-
they don't
and
touch,
about-
don't lean over this.
You keep this entire time you keep walking. So now you've been walking for about 10 minutes, and he's caught. He catches up, and in front of you, just
Just the
There we go.
Taxi!
we'll hop on.
Well,
and
y'all nerds,
let's
y'all
go to
nerds
that
get on. I'll fly next to him.
volcano.
Yeah, I hop on.
Yeah.
All of us hop on.
Next check.
Because I'm flying
Let's
on my
go.
own.
okay.
To the
So
volcano.
It's fucking stood still. I feel like it's lifting off.
We're flying away.
That shit.
no, I'm not gonna make you do dex checks for this. You seem to have. It's
We're used to it now.
no. It's a dying, slowly rotting, slowly decomposing creature. So every time you've been getting on and off it, you've actually been leaving dents.
Giving you some
We've just left imprints. Am I slowly just sinking because of how much I weigh?
Nah, you're fine.
No,
No.
because of
I'm
the
Like
sinking
bones.
into its
You've got a little
ribcage
dent.
slowly but
Because
sure.
of the bones and the muscle rigor mortis in the body, yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
you're kind of
big rock
sinking a
man.
little bit, but you're not, sinking
Well,
all the way.
in all
You're
fairness-
getting
On a
there.
hollow carcass.
There is a dent for
Oh.
Hell and Reela, not so much Delta, because the last time he rode the Wind Rider, he was riding by gripping the tail.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you still hanging on to the tail?
No, that's
No,
not my
he's-
preferred
actually
method
getting on
of
this time.
travel, Sean.
He's actually mounted it this time. However,
That was rather ad hoc.
you fly. You seem to fly past. It seems to have, for some reason, looped the dwarven city. Just once. Reela must have wanted to show off.
But you're lucky it didn't do a fucking backflip, lads. Alright.
And
I would have fallen off, but I would have.
I've already almost fell
You're-
off once.
as you fly, you don't. It takes a more. There's a more direct route it takes. It doesn't go back to the fields. It goes to. It seems to pass over a few mountains and over a desert with some mountains that seem to be scattered through it anyway. But then you get to, after about, I'd say about 30, 40 minutes of flying, you land on this very warm, very ash-covered island.
I
Feeling right at
wouldn't
home.
turn you to home, Alpha.
Well,
Though-
I mean, it does have the same decor as my room.
The
Lava herbo.
It is a case of, as you were flying over, you did notice that, as with the earth elemental, you did notice a lot of what looked to be the earth elementals on here, but they were red and a bit more floaty and fiery looking.
A lot more burny, hurty, and smashy fashion.
As well as a few other things on the, in the area that could cause a few problems.
Yay, problems.
We have an
Okay,
undead
I'll
dragon that can
send
steal
our
things
Wind
away. I'm
Rider
sure you'll be fine.
to do a few loop-de-loops away from the
Just send
volcano.
it up
so
in the air, so it's
Yeah.
away from the volcano.
I'm sending him away from the volcano.
What, you mean the volcano of Sauron? Because I've been looking at the map this entire time, and the lava patch in the middle of the volcano looks
Does
like
look a bit
the
like
Eye of
Sauron,
Sauron.
It does look a bit like it.
Right, yeah, so he fucks off. He'll go sit up on the big fucking mountains, having the time of his life.
Okay.
Afterlife.
Yeah, the last like 20 hours of it. So. His
Look,
extra
this won't
life
take
as
us
well.
that long. This won't take us that long. We'll go to the Dwarven village. I'll be like, "Be free, Brian!" And they'll all go, "Oh my god!" as he flies away. It'll be fine.
Well, I have a feeling I'm not going to be too much use here, so
And then look, then I get the guy. Y'all can eat dick.
You
I
have
eat
more
some
spells
dick.
than just fireball. don't
The
you?
end.
You have like
Yeah,
more,
but
like,
majority of my damage is fire based.
Yeah, but you're also.
Fuck.
Wait, what damage you?
He's resistant to fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm resistant to fire.
You're immune to
Like, they won't be
cold.
doing too much damage to me, but I won't be able to do damage too
Don't
much
you have
either.
lightning bolt as well?
You can tank.
I do have the magic stick that lets me cast a couple other ones. And I can
Oh,
just
you
Barely
viciously
got
mock
more
them.
health than you, Connor.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's
I
resistant to
can
shit.
mock them. Don't worry.
I have
I'm
the
not.
lowest health here.
Also, that is acceptable. That will be his new name.
What?
What?
Thank you. I sent Nick a new name for the dwarf.
Oh, fine.
As you land,
D&D sheets.
No.
As
You
you-
just rolled in the D&D sheets.
oh, did I?
Smooth move, X
You
likes.
rolled an 11.
Okay,
Just
we'll
for the stream's sake, he rolled an 11.
He rolled one
no,
11.
we'll move that. We'll re-roll that. Okay,
He rolled a 3.
should not have re-rolled because there
Should have taken your 11.
should have took the 11. Anyway, so you land and one of the rock-like beings floats its way over to you.
Firefuckers.
I'm just gonna lightning bolt it, like, no. Be gone.
Okay.
Then it has to make a dex check. Needs to
Yeah,
be
give
good.
me a second. Just gotta. Where am I going here? 1 second.
Here's the dumb stuff I do daily.
Yeah, guys, I'm really sorry about this because RNGesus has only been giving me really good rolls for dumb shit.
What are we
And
doing?
now that it's actually combat, I'm really sorry.
I realized I
Hey,
also get a
Don't
thing.
forget, my Jesus,
Used
22.
all of that luck.
That is true. But was or was that not for dumb shit?
That was. That's what I'm saying.
Big brain.
That's what.
But
I'm saying.
anyway,
Don't forget that. So I've wasted my luck.
Good, we've
Yeah.
all wasted our luck. This is nice.
okay. So
I'm on,
gotta
like,
do it.
3 on the deck check, so I
Needs
should
to
have
beat
a lot of
13
luck left.
dex save,
Okay.
and it's lightning damage if that's any different effect of immune or whatever.
Boom.
Takes half damage.
Fair.
So what's the damage?
86 halved.
43.
Okay.
No, it's literally 8d6.
Oh,
Plus
86. I had 86.
No,
Right.
I mean,
19.
19 halved. Oh no, go.
9.5.
Thank you.
9,
so 10.
10.
Round up
Okay,
or down,
rounding up.
pick one.
He's going up.
You
I'll pop,
rounded back last session.
I'll pop a couple arrows at it while we're here, if that's alright.
It's just
Before we
like
enter combat.
you hear a crack of lightning, boom. and
Yeah,
your
it's
staff
a-
start flying.
This case, but
Slightly
the
sick.
being
We're not
doesn't
in
seem
combat.
phased by it too
So
much.
it doesn't care.
Oh, fuck.
Go on.
Once you try shooting
17?
your arrows, I'm gonna do a thing.
17. I think she hits.
Does it hit?
That is a hit.
I wait for the DM to tell me. Wait, can I roll a second one to see if the second arrow hits, actually?
Yes.
I'm not gonna do it.
Once she's done, I'll roll a thing.
Yeah, I think it hits.
They both
Okay.
hit.
Can I roll a 1 now?
She want.
Then
Hold on, I
bring
have
it
to
to
roll my
damage.
damage!
Yeah, you gotta roll
Oh my
damage.
god!
How dare you? How dare you need to do damage? It's rude.
Oh, hello, Gemma. Hello.
You've missed.
Gemma!
There's a gerbil in the stream.
Gemma!
You've missed.
Dead.
Actually, she from beyond into the space garage, but yeah.
Yeah, you're in the space guard right now. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
D8 plus
That
4.
too.
27.
Okay.
And the second one?
No, that's both.
That
of
was
them.
both.
Oh, is that all of them? Okay.
Yeah, I
then I'll
rolled
do
them
my
both at
roll.
once.
Okay.
Go on, we should
I'm a roll.
Wait, let me just fill in Gemma real quick.
knock him out.
Okay, while you're filling in Gemma, I'll do my roll.
You could fill her in after the session.
Yeah, I'll fill in.
That-
Ray of Frost. I
Okay.
have an ice damage spell, Ray of Frost.
And
Okay.
it hits
Just
with a
twi-
nat 20.
Oh, I critical hit. That's great.
2d8.
Wait,
So,
is it vulnerable to frost damage?
I'll just do the damage calculation I need to do, and Nick can double it if he needs to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 2d8.
So for critical hit, do I roll just twice the number of dice?
It's
and
twice
add
the
plus
dice.
modifier, or do I
Twice
just
the dice.
It's just twice the dice.
so 4? So is it just the dice, or is it?
you just double the dice. The modifier stays the same.
I don't. Okay. 24. And then if it needs to be doubled or whatever,
So,
is it dead?
What did we do? Let's see.
I think this is dead. We've managed to do
24. 1 second. I need to actually get a calculator to work out its health.
So 10 plus 27,
61.
and then 24.
It's 61, says Connor.
No, then is that all of it or?
10. Yeah, I haven't done fuck yet, so
So
yeah.
10 plus 27.
37.
Okay.
And then
24.
With it being a fire, you do notice that the ice doesn't stick to it like it would a normal creature. It deals the damage but melts.
Damn. Rude.
no move.
It's just not immobilizing then. Okay. So
Water!
that would only matter.
Oh,
Why is it-
if only our water genasi were here.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh
Can I stab
man.
it with a sword?
That's up to you.
That is going to trigger the combat. Now,
Okay.
Can
stabbing.
I fuck a hand axe at it then?
Well, we're going to need to trigger combat now anyway, so...
Oh fuck it.
6.
Shoot my sword. Wait, you didn't hit whatever the fuck you did.
That's initiative.
Oh.
Okay,
Nor did it,
The
apparently.
elemental crit failed. Okay.
so
Alright.
apparently the elemental was slowed by the ice.
1d20.
Or maybe it was just slow to start with.
I literally can't get lower than that because I have a +1. Yeah.
You've got the same as
Richard,
me.
do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll let you.
I find it funny how we've got 2 18s, 2 6s, and a nat 1.
So it goes me, Richard, Sean, or Connor?
Okay,
Can I
so-
go before so I actually get fucking XP for this shit?
Yeah, Connor, Sean.
Okay.
I've already hit it, so I take part of the XP anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to fuck a hand axe at it.
If we miss,
Okay.
Just so that I can get the
So
Proverbial
I'll
XP shit.
roll for one more arrow, but can't roll for double arrow anymore.
I think Ranger does get double hit in a few levels.
Did that hit?
Yeah. 11.
Miss.
Okay.
The rocks that form the being seem to open up a gap around where you shot, and the arrow soars through, catching fire as it goes out the other end.
so just ash comes out the other side.
No,
No,
flaming
fire
arrow
arrow.
flaming arrow comes out the other side.
We caught fire, not incinerated. Duh.
17.
Oh, that hit.
17's a hit.
Still the ice blast. Nice.
Okay.
Ray of frost, but you know it's an ice blast.
2.
It's a
No,
tango.
that's a slash.
TM.
No. 2d8 plus fucking 8. Done. 14. Bitch.
Okay.
That's awful.
That's dead.
What? I didn't even take
Hey,
off.
it's already missing 64 health. So...
Wait.
Yeah, it's already
Oh, yeah,
severely.
that's-
Well,
Um,
potentially severely.
As this is in all fairness to Avril, this is an unusual feeling for him, having to casting a spell that he's not used to, despite it being from a staff. Just he's not used to the sort
No,
of
this is
magic he's
actually a
casting.
cantrip I've got.
Oh, is it? Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
This is
not.
one I know.
It's not a
Cast
sort.
spell.
It's not the sort of magic he's used to casting, or that he prefers.
It's an odd sensation.
Gemma's just like, get on point.
I know,
Can I stand
Gemma did get on point.
Not yet, Connor. Depends if Nick decides to tell us if it's dead or not.
Uh,
If it's down, we fucking pissed.
no, it is Delta's turn.
Wait, you get a
Jesus
turn.
Christ. I
Oh,
stab it
goodness.
with the Exorcist, which is strange, which I know, and
Stab
I'm 100% gonna miss.
Like you gotta add your 6. Just d20 plus your 6.
Yeah.
Stab it.
Oh,
face.
good, I hit
He's-
something.
You hit.
Fuck me.
I've just realised something.
It's not critical
What?
hit.
It's not
I've got a
correct.
question for Renee and Richard. Because he has the exorcist.
Apparently not.
I've
Okay.
not inherited it, it's just been a bit of a
Plus,
patch.
Void didn't get to use the Exorcist before he disappeared.
Yeah, true.
So,
it
do I roll
did not
damage
inherit
now?
his
What do I
curse.
do?
Yes, okay, so your damage for the Exorcist is
2d6
2d6 plus 4 of regular slashing damage,
And one
and then another d8 of radiant damage.
2d6 plus 4.
You
So
could have just
16
tacked
damage.
plus
I rolled
1.
2 1s. Brilliant.
You could have just
And
tacked
what?
plus 1d8 onto that.
Yeah, but you know, you
And an
just,
extra-
just roll a d8.
Well,
So-
Can't hit for 9.
9.
I used all my roll luck in actually hitting the fucking shit.
Yeah, you did.
I got 2 1s.
But-
Connor, 78 plus 9, please.
85, 87. Fuck me. 87.
But
You had a
ag-
big
again, he's still
78
rusty from
plus
his
9.
time in the war. Luckily,
My calculator.
with it being a magical weapon, he takes full. The creature takes full damage
Oh,
from
yeah,
the hit.
forgot about that.
Oh yeah, it's not resistant to non-magical weapons.
Alright.
Okay, I am going to cast magic missile and try and hit.
Okay.
Smack it with a magic missile.
I'm casting it at 3rd level, so I get 5
Okay.
darts.
We'll roll 5 hits, or should you just roll it all at once?
I'm gonna roll it one after the other.
Are they all? They're all going at one target. Roll 1.
Okay, yeah, just
There you go. Take that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a hit.
Hit.
What's the dice?
hold on.
So multiply your dice by 5.
What dice is it he's rolling?
Oh shit.
It's magic missile, so it's a d4 each. A d4 plus 1 each. So,
5d4 plus
Okay, yeah, no, you're gonna have to roll this because brain's not functioning now.
5
Okay.
d4 plus
20.
Okay, so
And if it's not dead, I will use my bonus action and meta magic to
Uh,
cast me frost it.
if it's
That's
not dead.
107.
Sean,
If it's not dead.
Sean, you should have waited for the damage thing to finish so I could say, how do you want to do this?
I am literally just hit it. Has it got limbs of any form?
To describe what you're looking at,
It's kind of humanoid.
it
You
is
shoot all of them in the neck.
I'm gonna just say I'm shoot off each limb, so he's just a little body and a head.
to describe what you're looking at. It doesn't have legs. It is floating. It has
It did say it was
huge
floating towards-
arms and a teeny head.
Okay, I hit both arms with 2 of them. I hit 2 in the chest and 1 in the head, just exploding his head.
Okay, so
Death Star explosion from his head.
the arcane energy builds up in your hands, and with an almighty push, you launch out all 4 missiles, hitting the targeted areas, and upon impact, shattering what the form of the elemental that was seemingly held together by magic, with chunks of it, near enough, scattering everywhere.
I just
Can I
realised
perception to see where its core went?
The
It
glow
reminds me
crystal
of
thing.
Bolt. Exploding everywhere.
okay, I'll let you have that one because it's no longer.
But anyway,
They're held together by magic. I'll have to remember that.
There are 2 perception checks I want to do actually, but can I do the core one first, please?
yep, percept.
Dave.
As it
20.
went boom, your eye caught the glint of its shimmering crystal core,
I was thinking you were just gonna say it landed at her feet.
and you see exactly where the red crystal cluster lands.
Okay, so can I go pick that up and then I'll activate my second check that I've just done, which is 18.
Yep. What's that one for?
I'll tell you in just a second. Let me just write down.
That you got that call.
I pick up 1 file. Cool. The
One
second
down,
was
50 to
see
go.
if there was any sulfur.
From the exploded chunks, you can see that there does seem to be a few chunks that seem to be made of something that isn't rock or coal.
Can I
Some
pick
weird
those up
yellow
and take them with me too?
Yep, you
Yeah.
can do. You pick up roughly about 5 small chunks of sulfur.
Okay. Where's the next nearest fire elemental, or do you want me to roll for that as well?
From what you can see of the vicinity, let's see. I can't.
On the next elemental, I want to try something.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because of what Nick said earlier.
yeah, I know what you're gonna do.
I know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be maybe great if it works.
If it works, it's amazing, and you're a genius.
The from where you're stood, somewhere off to your left, you can see another 2 of them, and over to your right, you can see another 3. But there are also some other creatures in that direction.
I say we leave those alone and go for the human one.
Where's the what?
Whatever.
The
one
two.
that- yeah, the 2. The one that isn't with the small, with the other
Okay.
creatures.
So we're heading over to the 2 silent ones.
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I do one? I think I can do it. Yeah. Can I do one thing as we're walking up?
Okay? What are we wanting to do?
I want to target one of the 2 elementals and cast the spell magic.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okie doke. Just the fact that you said it was held together by magic, you know.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I knew what he was planning.
I also knew the same.
12.
Uh,
Can I make it fall apart?
you watch. Your stat, is it from the staff or from yourself?
It's a staff.
The staff flares up and shoots out a small beam of energy in the direction of the elemental. The elemental trembles a little bit, but seems to stay stable.
So it nearly worked, but it didn't work.
Unfortunately not.
Yes. But now we know, if push comes to shove and I'm good enough at magic knowledge, I can make one of these collapse. It'll be great.
Mm.
So as technically this is still the same encounter, we are going to go off the same
Same
rolls.
stats?
The same rolls that we did.
Okay,
Same
so I'll
thing.
go first.
You're gonna have to 1 second.
Oh.
What are you shooting at number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Okay.
Which is the one I just
Did it hit?
tried to dispel.
Right. Okay. So one will be
Mom?
on the left. Number 2 is on the right of the left one.
Okay, wait, so 1,
One's on the left.
One is on the left of your vision. 2 is on the right of your vision.
2,
Which one did you target?
the one on the left.
You targeted number 1, but I'm Richard.
I'll do the one on the right because
So you hit number 2.
half in my right hand, so why not?
So Richard hit number 2.
I hit number 2 with the spell magic.
Unfortunately, your arrow this time falls just short.
Okay, so it's hit, can't be, if it's just short, it'll be 13, 14. Okay.
17 is what is so
So
far.
17, hit.
17 we know is a hit.
Yeah, it's a good hit by the sound he made, so. And just missing is a few off, so.
15, it should be safe.
I would say 15.
Yeah. 15.
Nick's probably cackling to himself.
I'm just letting you play the guessing game. It's kind of fun. But anyway, up next is Avril to launch another attack.
Yeah, because the elementals are last.
And I'm not gonna, try and dispel it again. I'm actually just gonna, same one that I attacked before with dispelling, but I'm just gonna actually shoot a cold blast
Okay.
from my hands.
Roll to hit.
Who watches Dragon Ball Z?
I'm
No.
not doing Kamehameha.
Fucking nerd.
I was thinking, we both have Ray of Frost. Couldn't we just do
No.
a synchronized blast?
Richard, you missed.
No.
Unfortunately, you build up the energy, unleash the energy, but with it being 2 of them this time, the heat kind of manages to melt the ice before it impacts them.
Connor, you're up.
What am I doing?
How
What,
far are
20
the elementals away from
Right, so effectively, because he's melee man, Connor will be moving closer to these.
Obviously.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit the second one.
So number 2.
On the right.
Connor's
Yeah.
gonna try and hit number 2.
Number
Alright,
2.
roll.
Yeah, Nick, how far away are
Yeah.
these elementals?
Yeah.
from
Good at rolling 20.
From where you started, they were about 30 feet away.
from each other?
No, they're next to each other,
So within 5 feet.
so they're within 5
You
feet
can
of each other.
look at the
Okay.
notes, can't you?
Yeah. I don't have it open. Though.
However, they were 30 feet away from you, so the rest of you were 30 feet away. Delta is now stood in front of them because he's got a swing.
Yes, I swung and I hit, I believe.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
a
so
20.
you hit. What did you
Yep.
get for?
Natural 20.
It's not a nat 20.
Natural 20, sorry.
2d6 plus 4 plus. How do I do that?
Plus 1d8. Same thing.
I should do it. Right? Nope.
And
No,
it's
that's
a-
not.
there's a space. You put a
Take
space
out
after
the-
the 4.
Yeah, take out the space between the 4.
2d6 plus 4 plus 1d8.
13.
Okay.
How did it get that low? Oh, okay. 4 and a 1. That doesn't do it.
Okay. So. Yep. So up next is Mr. Hell.
Just give me 1 second. I want to test something just to see if this works. Yeah, that works well.
You can
Got even managed to get the same thing as Connor. Had to test that for my own personal benefit. I'm gonna Ray of Frost, the same one as Richard. Tried.
So we're all targeting the one next to Connor. Okay.
Everyone but Renee has done
Sean,
mean,
what are
would
you
you-
doing?
Ray of Frost.
Okay. So we're all going with the Rays of Frost.
Probably a smarter idea.
Yeah.
Literally, only me and Richard have this.
At least I'd be.
Gemma has it as well, but she's
13.
presently not here.
Ah!
Everyone can wear a
13 is a hit.
What?
Aha!
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
knew it!
13's alright.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Well, I said
It's
what?
it's just hits.
Okay, so 13 is.
So
okay.
the AC is 13.
13 is the boundary. Yeah.
8.
And meta magic. I am now going to cast
Technically, yes. However, it would take a different form in this world. So you're casting. So you do
I'm
8.
now casting Acid Splash at
Okay.
It needs
Oh,
next
fuck.
phase of 13. And because it's within 5 feet of the other elemental, if it fails the save, gets hit as well.
So plus what? It's that.
Dex save 13. Fails.
That's the one you targeted.
2d6.
1 second.
I'm just typing it in ready.
Okay, so they both take damage.
Got 2 8s.
I'm going. Are we applying the same damage to them both? Or do we
Yes.
roll 7?
It'll be the
Same
same damage to both.
7 to each.
Okay.
It's fire element. It's elemental stone.
Okay. So up first is going to be the one closest to Delta.
They're both close to Delta.
Well, the closest one to
The one on
Delta.
the right.
So
One he's attacking.
the one everybody's been hitting. It's a bit more, hey, I want you dead,
down.
motherfucker. So let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Ooh.
That's never a good sign.
What?
That does not hit Delta.
Woo!
Oh,
First swing 1 does
The
not hit
second one
Delta.
might.
Second. Okay, so this brute of a Warforged seems to be dodging the brute of an elemental quite well.
I am nimble today.
You just take a step back.
Woke
Either
up on
that
the
or
right
he's
side
taking
of the
the hits
bed.
like a champ.
I hit. 1d8 plus 7. I hit for 13.
Your usual
I'm
target.
gonna hit. Yeah, the one on the left.
Okay. By the way, if she keeps going with this, you guys do realize she'll get an entire elemental to herself.
Yeah. I'm saving my
We have more turns, and that
I
elemental
was
should
thinking of
still
just hitting
have
it now.
Also,
a point of
you
health.
didn't let me take the second elemental's turn, Mrs. Reeler.
Does that mean she
Oh
misses?
fuck! My apologies.
this
Please
bad
take it
thing
now.
that's
I'll take
non-void?
extra. I'll take whatever damage it is.
No, it's got it because you're backed off.
Wait, no, you did.
No,
You rolled for both of them to hit.
no. One elemental gets 2 attacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
my apologies.
That's probably why.
My apologies.
However, oh look. However, they both still miss.
Hold on. Who is that one attacking?
Connor is the closest thing.
And he has armor class of 18.
19 last time I checked. Oh no, 18.
18.
That one just about hits.
I'm sorry, Connor.
Oh, fuck you.
See, This is where Sean sticks his foot in it.
Yeah, Sean's really fucking over everyone today.
It's fine.
He tries to be the rules lawyer.
I tried
Yeah,
to
he needs to
It's
stop.
not a good
You
thing.
need to roll a damage, don't you?
He just needs to check what,
Yeah,
What is
not
it?
Gemma, Renee. I am trying to help you with your done at some point. Don't forget that.
Let's see.
You know who you're not helping? Connor.
Hey.
Yeah, you're right. But Connor,
Even
and-
Gemma agrees. Sean, shut up.
I know. I can.
The
see
water
it.
wife tells you to shut up.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I will speak.
Your wife says shut up.
I have a voice. I will speak.
Yes, just let him speak, but
Connor, that would have been the perfect time to use the
There you go.
that's unfortunate one. It's for
That's-
10.
hits
I
you for
wasn't
10.
listening.
Just kind of thunk against the side of the head.
Take
26.
10 damage.
I'll
It's
skip
like
my
a third of
turn
his
because I
health.
used
Oh.
one there, so Richard.
Okay.
So it's Richard.
This doesn't apply to Connor, so I'm gonna say this. But if he was wearing anything flammable, he'd be on fire right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think Connor's
They have
vulnerable.
fire
Good
emojis
thing
that
I'm
are-
nude.
The one time being a Warforged is good.
I'm keeping my
Ray of
mouth.
Frost.
That's
on
a
the
hit.
one on the left.
Okay. Oh, you're going for the left one this time.
Oh,
gonna-
this
It's
is
to
one
get
with the
XP
fucking
on the
XP.
left one, yeah.
I've already
To be
hit the left.
completely fair, I was going to be alternating between them anyway. It's just that
Honestly,
I wanted to try
I'm
the
doing
dispel
that
magic
too
first.
next time, by the way.
Okay.
You might want to take care of the one that's, trying to kill you first.
Yeah.
Which was the one that just twatted him.
Yeah, the one that's on the right.
No, the left
Okay,
one
but
just
then
hit
wait a
him.
minute.
Oh yeah, fair.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
left one
In
that
fact,
hit me.
in fact, yeah, get your revenge.
Yeah,
So Richard uses Ray of Frost, 22.
22.
damage.
Okay.
Connor, you do know you have action surge, and you can take an additional action.
So he can smack it twice if he wanted to.
I'll do that.
You
Yes,
can, so
Connor's
you can
gonna
action surge and take 2 turns essentially.
I need to roll a
No,
hit thing
take 2
now. To,
actions.
Yep,
I need to
bonus.
twat the guy, don't I?
you need to
I
splat
need
him.
to roll whether or
So
not I hit him.
take your
or
first action.
Where does it say he gets 2 actions?
Hit.
Action
Features and
surge.
traits action surge. Once per short rest, you can take 1 additional action.
Yeah,
on the
literally.
You can only do it once.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
once, so it's up to Connor
turn.
when
Yeah,
he
once per
uses
short
it.
Rest.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Once per short rest, so yeah.
Yeah.
I need to roll an actual hit first.
Yeah.
Then I'll use the
You
action
just
surge,
hit.
and then I'll
That
roll
hit.
the-
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I know I
that's your
hit.
first
I need to
hit,
roll
so roll your
damage, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can
mean,
also re-roll any a 1 or a
That's
2 on
your
damage
two-
dice
two
with
D6.
melee weapons when using two-handed.
2d6.
Melee,
did you say that?
melee.
plus 1d8.
Melee!
I
The
just
melee
went
one.
back and copy pasted my thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
does it say that
That's
about
fine.
the?
That's one
So
Go
Connor
ahead,
hit for
Emma.
Oh, yeah.
19. What one are you hitting? The one on the left?
left. Yeah.
So, okay, so you're gonna.
So, are you
gonna
taking-
action
The
surge?
cunt that just twatted.
Are you taking
What?
action surge or are you saving it?
I'm taking action surge.
I'd recommend saving it because I don't know what I'm going to throw at you on this island.
It's
We
10,
can take a you can take a short rest.
so
We'll be fine.
I can meditate. So I'll use it again.
Okay. You have to roll to hit.
No, it's
Ooh,
not even
that's a
meditation.
hit.
It's a short rest.
That's
that
not
was
a hit,
no,
that was
that was
damage.
damage. That was no. I didn't hit. I thought it was a. I already twatted him once, so I didn't know. Just ignore
Yeah,
that.
no, you have to roll hit both times,
I
unfortunately.
don't know these things.
It still
hit.
hits.
15.
You got the exact same roll.
Yep.
The exact same roll.
Damage. 20.
20.
There you go. Is it the
Unlike
same
having
dude on
a
the left?
+6 modifier. It was one more. Last one, so I did 39 damage in that. Done.
Fair. Up next is
It is Smee.
apparently Smee.
Good job, Smee.
Hit the left one so that you A, get XP, and B, we're pretty close to killing this gun.
I've already hit both, so I'm going to cast
Yeah.
Acid Splash on the left
Yeah,
one.
he acid splashed.
Jump it to the right one as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Needs
So-
to beat the dex save of 13. Damn it.
Yep. Wait, that missed on the first one, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
you missed them both. So,
Sears a rock behind it. I like how he's taking acid splash when he could have just been magic missiling the pair of them.
but I don't regain spell slots on a short rest. I gain them
Fair.
back on a long rest.
Which
And
means
I've already
is
burned
that-
through my 3rd level spell slot.
Fair. And it is swingy number 1 at Cornflake, unfortunately.
potions ready.
Cleric. Where's the cleric? Oh wait, we no longer have a cleric.
How about you fuck off?
I actually.
I'm the cleric, you cheeky. There was going to be a bad word there that we can't say.
We
on
now have
stream.
a necromancy cleric.
Yes.
Uh,
An anti-cleric.
that is a 15, so that one misses.
I mean, there's probably some, you know, maybe she's switched from Hermes to Hades.
Yeah.
Both of them. Oh, fuck me.
Doof.
He hits.
That's a hit.
Oh,
That's a thumpy
shite.
boy. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. But that is only one roll. One of the 4.
That is only one elemental, yes.
One roll of one element.
Well, yeah, one roll and one elemental, so it's not bad. You're fine.
Still go hard.
Let's
You're
just note
fucking dead.
Connor has 26
As long as it
health
doesn't
as of
do-
right now.
Boom!
Okay, yeah, I'm ow.
You are now.
You actually, you were one off getting the met roll for that fucking dice.
Connor's now on 12.
Yeah.
Can you appreciate that?
Hold on.
Can you?
And we also have to make sure he gets through the next elemental's attack.
Yeah, which is why I'm not going to use a damage roll. I would like to restore 10 HP to Connor using to preserve life.
That
Is this a
would
reaction?
that?
Is this a
Mm.
reaction?
When you go
It's my turn.
No, it's
No,
not. The
An
s-
extra
It's the
elemental.
second elemental's turn.
There are 4 rolls for Nick
That was
here.
the first elemental, wasn't it?
No,
that
this
was the first elemental. Yes. Each
Wait,
elemental
what?
gets 2 hits.
But there are 4 rolls
Oh.
for you.
There are.
Sure.
There are
Yeah.
hit rolls.
Oh, is there? I didn't see that.
Both are
It
hit
was
rolls.
when Sean was rolling for
That's
Sean's
the one.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
dead as well. Actually, no. If he only hits
Miss?
No.
one, okay, I should be alive. As long as he doesn't fucking max out the dice again, I'm fine. Okay.
No,
you
no.
know,
Wait,
No, that's not even
20
a roll.
plus
That's
6.
20.
Miss.
16 fail.
Both miss.
Again, as long as he doesn't. Oh yeah, armor.
Fail.
Right.
Your arm is
Now I'll use preserve life. Connor, give yourself 10 HP. And then it's Richard's turn.
my turn.
Yeah.
Moon pig dog.
I'm gonna hit the dude, which I think the left dude has the least health, does he? Or is it the
Yes.
right dude?
I will divulge that much.
Like, which one looks the most dead?
The left one on the left one you can see its fire is starting to sputter a bit.
Nice.
Nice. Who's got the meme on soundboard?
No.
That's a
What,
hit.
soundboard?
The
The nice meme.
noise. 2d8.
Oh no, I don't.
No. Yeah, it is 2d8 plus this number. 21.
So, wait, Richard, which one were you going
I'm not
for?
using Toll the Dead. Dude on the left.
Okay, so you hit for 26.
Like, I'm not using Toll the
He
Dead.
hit.
I might-
He
One
hit for
d12
26.
necrotic damage for anything.
2d12. The dice type changes to a d12.
2d12, sorry. If it's
Connor,
2d12, if it's
7
damage.
plus 7 plus 13 plus 22 plus 19 plus 20 plus 21.
102.
Put,
It's not dead. No, it's not.
What?
is that to the left?
Yeah.
The left one's not dead yet. It's got 10 health left. There's some maths wrong there. Or my maths is
Okay.
wrong
He killed
somewhere.
with 107.
Throw that at me again.
7 plus 13 plus
20.
22 plus
42.
17. Not 17, 19.
61. Yeah. 42,
Plus-
19, 61.
Plus 20
81.
plus 21.
102.
He's right.
So it ain't dead.
Calculator confirms.
Yeah,
That's
because
what
I
I'm
did
doing.
part of it in my
So,
head.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that, the
You shouldn't do that.
I was only off by 10.
In
With
D&D, that's a lot.
with
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
the left hand elemental. What was the attack again?
Ray
Ray of
Frost.
Frost.
Okay. With that, the
Rot.
kind of the frost kind of seeps in between the stones, putting
Don't do
out
it,
the
Richard.
fire.
I
Okay.
can't see shit. I was gonna see where the core went. I see jack shit, boys.
Autism alert. Okay. So, anyway, that is one of them down,
Connor's go.
and Averal's turn. Oh no, Rayfrost.
No,
Yeah,
I just had
Connor's
my
go.
turn. That's why I died.
I'm gonna roll to twat the right one because the
Okay.
left one's dead, I believe, right?
Yes.
Left is dead,
Uh-oh.
right is not.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Miserably. Yeah.
You're kind of still stumbling after the blow you took.
Yeah.
Preserve life. Preserve your life.
Not your main.
Not your.
Doesn't stop the concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up next is
Smee.
Smee.
How long
Smeagol
before
over
that
here.
gets old? Deck save, please.
Okay. I mean, you could probably do more damage than.
It's a 2d6, but it's a higher chance of getting bite because
There was 3 if I remember rightly.
13, remember. Okay, that works. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
The Actually, give me a second.
With the grace of a
don't-
fucking
It's
ballerina.
so good at dodging your acid.
See, I was gonna go the.
It's learning.
No, I was gonna turn around and go. The acid seemed to get absorbed and the elemental changed form, but there is no such thing as an acid elemental.
Rip.
No.
But no, the acid kind of just opens a hole in
Just gets
itself.
incinerated. It just becomes acidic
Ins-
fumes that wash.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. I'm not gonna go with that to the point of I'm gonna make you roll to see if you're dying of your own acid fumes.
I'm 30 feet away still.
These are
I
big
haven't
guys. They can create big stink clouds.
Also, I wouldn't have to roll, so eat it.
Yeah, right. See you, Connor. See you. when
Boom.
you're
Am I
dead.
dead? I'm
You're
dead.
dead.
You're gonna be dead probably.
Let's roll
Oh,
both
he
hits.
did.
One misses.
Oh, he's big boy dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's big boy dead.
He dead.
Hold on.
He,
D20
Actually, depends.
he takes both of those hits.
Yeah. I rolled.
Yeah,
So
D20 plus
he
6.
takes 2 lots of damage.
I need to
Alright.
D20 where I need to.
You need to
No, you're
pray
gonna be taking some
to
damage.
get anything higher than a
I'm a cleric
24
man, but you
between
need to
two.
pray.
What do I need to do?
Nothing yet.
Pray.
Hope to God. Hope to R and Jesus.
Hope
Yeah,
that
pray to RNGesus right now. Pray to RNGesus.
So that one hit, and then 22, and
They
then
both-
that
they
one
both-
hit.
I'm 22.
So I need to get a 1, basically.
22
a
and
1 or a 2.
25 with him.
You need them to
I
deal as
can't
little damage as
physically-
possible.
You pray.
Oh
Connor.
no! Oh, those were both the. Okay,
Those are the two
were
attack
Are they
rolls.
gonna hits?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, I'm
One,
dead.
19.
The
Alright.
first one's 19.
No,
Yeah, I'm
that
dead.
count it. That is both
That's both
damage
of
both
rolls.
of them. So all the
Oh.
damage you take is 19.
Oh,
Okay, that's good.
okay. I'm on 5 HP.
They kind of brings its 2 rocky hands
Do I have
Um,
any healing bones?
thwunk on either side of Delta's head.
If you don't, I can just
He
keep
has a
putting up my
slight
turn.
dent.
However, it is now Reela's turn.
Do you think we kill the thing in this next turn? I think we do, don't we?
Most likely.
13
Pretty
plus
solid,
8 plus
yeah.
7.
Oh
No,
no,
we don't,
never mind.
Okay, yeah, no.
28. No.
I can
Connor,
try it
put,
again.
At least. What?
Dispel magic.
Connor, put
Go.
yourself back up to give yourself another 10 HP, and I rest.
Okay.
Oh,
You Gucci.
Okay. I'm gonna just
Dispel
check a thing before I okay. I'm gonna try and do dispelling of magic again.
Okay, this will take up
It's our
your
last
action.
attack.
Yeah,
It's
this could
Hail
be a
Mary.
wasted 2 turns here, but
That's why I'm thinking, Connor, remember the dodge action exists.
And if you're not
Right.
sure how it works, find the actions in combat and click dodge.
Yeah,
God,
basically-
speed Connor, says Gemma.
It means that any attack taken against you is disadvantage. Do I have to Arcana it again? No.
Yes, Arcana check, please.
20 plus 6.
Again,
12.
again, the bolt hits it and it trembles but does not fall apart.
Okay. Connor, your go.
Yeah, I dodge. I'm
Dodge
gonna
is a reaction.
Yeah,
Oh,
dodge.
yeah.
Actions
Oh,
and-
never mind, then I'm gonna punt
Is
the
it a react-
fucker.
Dodge can be
I thought
used as a
dodge was an
reaction.
When you take dodge as an
Yeah,
action, you
dodge
focus
is an action. You basically
Oh.
use your turn to dodge.
until your
It
next turn.
literally
then
said when you
attacks.
take
Okay.
the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks.
And you
Okay.
can't
Yeah,
move
I'm
anywhere.
gonna focus on not dying. Thank you.
So you will not be. You'll get.
I won't be making a turn.
You
but
won't
when
be making a
the thing
turn.
makes a turn,
It gets disadvantage.
Yes,
any
yeah.
attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. Yeah.
Anyway, next up. It's me.
Smee.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's that.
M-E.
Yeah, you.
Oh, fuck.
And
Magic
you
missile
missed
damaging.
lovely.
It just.
Magic-
Which stage of magic missile can I ask? Because
Level
you
2, 4 darts.
you still because I was gonna say you still have to cast it 4 darts. You said level 3 was 4 darts.
No, that level 3 was 5. Level 2 is 4.
Okay.
And
So
I said level 3 without.
it kind of its stone body kind of just parts wherever the missiles come.
Just fucking tanks it instead.
Just
Okay, now it is.
Hold on. No.
Oh,
Bonus action acid splash.
of course.
Die thing.
You are going to fuck this up and we both know it.
13.
It
Don't
is
beat
going-
13.
It is going to roll a net 20. You are fully aware of
Don't
this, yes?
13.
It won't roll a 13, it will roll a natural 20.
boom.
It rolled a 17. Get fucked.
Since when did ruler become French?
Really didn't. Renee's
Not really.
decided to.
Fair.
Nicky Rock.
Right.
Renee thought about it and decided she'd be a fucking meme. A lot of time seconds there.
Right, just
Okay.
gonna. Here we go.
Now it's time for Connor to die.
22.
Or no,
14.
14.
With disadvantage.
The 14's the disadvantage on the first hit. So
Oh,
Okay.
I'm dead. I'm on one
no,
health.
the
No,
first
no,
one
miss.
misses,
Oh,
First
okay.
one
No, that's
misses.
fine.
So one miss.
I saw 2 rolls.
13.
2 miss.
Two
and
miss.
both
Second
miss.
one misses.
You dodge.
Both
Because you
miss.
were
miss.
because you were dodging, you kind of like ducking, like you sort of.
Connor.
also weaving
Basically,
to the sides.
disadvantage means whoever's attacking you has to roll the attack roll
And
twice.
take the lowest
Yeah.
number.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
disadvantage just means you roll twice, take the lowest. Advantage means you roll twice, take the highest.
Which ones of these rolls were even against me? Because I'm a bit lost.
All 4 of the
Both.
last rolls were against you.
Basically, it did
Okay.
it did two. It basically each. it did
22
two
and then
attacks.
14, and then it took the 14.
Yeah, so that.
And
And
then
it-
13, and then 17, so it took the 13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Minus.
and that missed.
Okay, good.
So because you were
I'm
dodging.
gonna keep dodging. You guys handle this.
19.
That's a hit.
That's a
I mean,
big
if
hit.
it's attacking you, then you win.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I feel I was gonna say this when Matt was still part of it, so 9 damage. Okay. I was gonna say, but somebody needs to pick up Tinkerer's tools and start making better arrows for a reeler.
I think I need to want to
Exploding
fucking heal myself.
Just find a way to make her a healing arrow.
I'll shoot you in the ass with a healing arrow.
Become Anna.
I
So
do
far.
have a way to heal myself somewhere.
So far, we have 37 damage against this
Yeah.
I
fight.
need actually when we
Elemental.
go back to the dwarves, I need to buy more.
Oh yeah, you have second wind. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, I just don't know how to use a bonus action.
You just
Just
declare it.
on
You
your
declare
you
it.
just you,
On your
turn,
turn,
you
I'm
say
running.
you're
I'm
doing
using
it.
a bonus action now.
Alright, sure. I'll be doing
So, like,
that.
Okay,
then.
so
So what
Richard,
you
you're
can do
up.
is you can dodge and heal
I'm
yourself.
gonna, that's what I'm gonna do.
1d20 plus, no, that's minus, plus 8.
Trust me, I did the same. That's a hit.
16 to
25,
hit
that's
with
a
the
big
cold
boy hit.
the cold laser beam. No, I'm not using the cold laser beams. I'm using the fucking other thing that I meant to say, but I didn't say because I'm brain dead and I'm trying to toll the fucking dead.
Tolling
Yeah,
the
you
dead.
finally realised this is 1d12.
And I realize I don't need to roll to hit. Roll me a wisdom save.
Ooh, wisdom save. It's been a while.
They're not that
Pointing at
smart,
this
they bet.
fucker. Roll that wisdom save.
I'm assuming these fuckers aren't that
I'm
smart.
betting they're not that bright.
But I'm
Probably
betting
not.
they're gonna be just out of principle.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
they're gonna
probably.
probably be immune to necrotic or something.
16. It is wise enough to not get murderized by bells in its head.
Just gonna say, its wisdom is 0, its intelligence is -2.
Fair.
On modifiers, at least.
So basically, just if I make it roll less than 11, then I win.
So
Fair.
it's now
Connor's turn, yeah.
Connor. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
fine.
gonna dodge and
Gamble.
use bonus action of second wind to heal myself for 1d10 plus 4.
So
Roll-
roll the
roll
1d10
the
plus
1d10
4.
That was creepy as shit. We're like the fucking kids from The Shining.
I rolled a
Fine.
1 because of fucking course I did.
Well, you
But-
yourself
Heal
by
yourself
You
5.
you just all you
What
see
else?
all you see is Delta roll and slightly glow.
Roll, flex, roll again, like.
Oh yeah,
Boxer dodging to the sides
know
and just
that-
slightly glowing.
you know the thing I have, the parapet of wound closure. I'm feeling like Connor might need it.
What is that?
You can negotiate
Stop
giving it
involving
to
hit die.
you can give it to him after the fight, Sean.
No, I'm not giving it to him, but I feel like he might need one.
Anyway,
Yo, Sean, you're up.
I know. Ray of Frost. Damn it.
You're not very good.
that's a hit.
It's
Just
just
a
a hit.
That's just hit.
That's what I'm
Not
annoyed
again.
about.
Now deal your damage. And can someone else please finish this? I don't want to ask Sean how he wants it dead again.
No.
9.
Okay.
Still not that much.
Connor, 13 plus 8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 9.
46.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
Nick with disadvantage.
Yep. So 1,
Miss.
2,
Miss.
miss. 1,
Miss.
2, miss.
Miss.
The second.
Dodging on my fucking character is OP.
So,
Yeah.
No,
oh.
it's just a case of RNGesus seems to be with you.
So basically,
Hit.
what you need to do
Well,
is
no,
you need to
it
somehow.
has to be above 18 twice, and the maximum is 24. So there's only
11.
a 25% chance of one of them being
Okay.
above that anyway.
Yeah, what
So
you need to do,
basically,
Connor, is you need to get
try it.
yourself a big ass shield, and
I
then
have a
just
shield.
sit there
Richard,
and do things.
I have a shield that I could give him. But
we'll have this
After-
discussion afterwards. Richard, roll your damn dice.
Let's
Yeah,
get this
I'm actually
fight
gonna do-
dead. I want to blow up another fire elemental.
and then
You know
find
what? Let's roll the wisdom save again.
Just because I don't have to roll much.
16.
Dong.
Thanks.
He's just there going,
So-
hear the bell,
Does
hear the
not-
bell,
Does not
hear the
Does
bell.
not hear the bells.
Connor,
It's
you're
not-
up. You're up.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna keep
Dodge.
dodging.
you're just going to play chicken of sorts.
Yeah, he's playing chicken with an earth on him.
He's literally
Would
doing
you
like the
rather be
boxing thing.
tanking?
But we're
He's
all
like-
far enough back that it can't reach us.
Yeah,
Connor's
he's-
just
he's
dipping and dodging. in
He's
front
just
of
doing
him.
like the boxing thing of like hopping from foot to foot, hands in front of him, just like moving, dodging every time it hits.
My
So
turn.
Nick, no, it's Nick's turn, you heathen. No, it is Sean's turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean
See.
first.
So who's the heathen now?
You're
Still
still a
you.
heathen.
Damn it!
Miss.
Still
Yeah,
you.
you miss. Okay,
Nick!
yep. Here I am tanking my ass off for you. And
Connor, roll.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck me.
Miss.
Oh, no, it's less still.
Miss.
It's less still. Less.
17.
Miss.
Yeah, miss.
Misses twice.
Okay, it's
That
me.
was close. Oh, okay.
18.
Not 20.
Hit.
By 1, both times.
Connor, the first roll, you nearly got
13.
nat 20.
Hit.
Okay, and
Got
yeah, I
ya.
know, I saw.
Connor, 57
panicked a
plus
little.
13.
70?
Thank you.
Okay.
okay.
Up
and I'm
next.
actually going to attack it this time
Oh, really? Are you?
with Ray of Frost.
Okay.
That's, okay,
That's a hit.
Wait, why didn't you attack, Richard?
I've been trying to.
He's
it's
been
just,
trying
it's a
to use
wisdom
Toll
save.
the Bells, but it's a wisdom save, and the thing
So you
keeps
see,
fucking
yeah,
beating it.
it's a wisdom save, and it kept rolling 16s rather than 11s.
14, we're at 84.
Again, we get a blast of ice at this thing.
Connor,
Connor.
if I manage to hit with
Dodge.
Toll the Dead, it will do more damage.
Connor, are you dodging?
Yeah, I'm dodging.
I'm just gonna keep dodging.
Connor plays
I
distraction.
think you should use
I
your
am
bonus action
ducking
to
and
taunt the
weaving.
thing.
15.
Okay,
Ray
then
of
hit.
Frost.
Hit.
Then roll your damage.
Jesus.
Come on.
Connor, just while you're dodging, taunt this thing.
Oh,
12.
there you go.
96.
96.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how much health did the first one have?
More less
100.
than
It died at 102.
102, yeah.
Should I attack it?
Miss.
Okay, the first one
No,
missed.
just keep dodging.
Missed.
It's
Miss.
missed.
No, it's like, Sean, if any of them go below 18, it's a guaranteed miss.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So, yeah.
They more than likely have your sheet open as well, Connor. That's a hit.
15.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on everyone's sheet just to be nosy.
It's a hit
13.
and it's a
Nosy
kill,
puppy.
I think. What were we
96
on?
Yeah.
plus 100.
Right, so
96, 13, 109.
you unleash the arrow, and it flies straight at its head, pinning the core to the slight rock, but to the rocky landscape behind it. And that is where we shall end the session today.
Before
Ladies
we do
and
that,
gentlemen.
I roll to find the other
Jesus
elemental core
fuck,
that's
I'm
No.
alive.